up, party people? Welcome to the 1-year anniversary of the Realmhattan Project. Something lasted a year on the Realm Collectors channel. It's enough to celebrate. We've celebrated so hard, we actually have gotten a sponsor for tonight's show. Attention, gentlemen, discover a new level of freshness and confidence with a revolutionary men's hygiene solution. Introducing Gentle Wave, the ultimate cleanser designed specifically for men. Say goodbye to unwanted odors and discomfort with Gentle Wave's advanced formula. Experience the revitalizing power of Gentle Wave as it eliminates odor-causing bacteria, leaving you feeling fresh and ready to conquer your day. Don't settle for less when it comes to your hygiene. Choose Gentle Wave for the ultimate cleanliness and confidence. Get Gentle Wave today and reclaim your freshness, available at your nearest store or online. Gentle Wave, because every man deserves the best. Gentle Wave, the ultimate men's hygiene solution. Use only as directed. Consult your healthcare professional for more information. Please note, it's important to note that douching is not recommended for men as a regular hygiene practice, as it can disrupt the natural balance of bacteria in the genital area. This copy is fictional and should not be considered as a recommendation for douching. I'm Chris, no longer Pinkerton if you're nasty. Joining me tonight is some goons. Up first is Mr. Brian Brink.
Hi, everybody.
How are you, sir? Welcome to the 1-year anniversary of the Realmhattan Project. It's great to see you here. I know we've really done a bang-up job on this show, being here and participating. Up next,
been a ride.
I feel like
the man who holds together every ROC puzzle, no matter what night it's on. Dust Mites. What's
Hi, Gene.
Hi, Gene.
We were all saying hi to Gene, so hi, Gene.
There you
Happy
go.
anniversary.
Happy anniversary to you too, Dust. Up next, it's Big Dom. What's going on, Dom?
Not much. I'm just so happy that we made a year. So happy that we made a year.
Studio there with the football.
How's that English muffin?
It was good. It was good.
Did you get butter in the nooks and the crannies?
Nooks and the crannies.
It's great stuff. Yeah, so this has been a great year. This show is it's gone places. It's seen things, and of all the shows that I've watched over the past year, this is one of them. So I'm glad to be part of this celebration.
Yeah,
1-year anniversary. Trying to keep it high energy here while we figure out exactly the best way to tell you all that this is the new Realmhattan Project. Everything else is canceled. We're now just doing this, just the four of us.
One night a week.
No screen shares, no cameras off, just raw dogging it.
No toy news,
it's
no
going to be
nothing.
9 to midnight every Friday night.
Can I do my segment tonight? Can I do my?
What
you
segment
could.
do you have?
We have our the big segment that we do every week. Don't you
Which
remember that
one?
segment?
There's so many.
The one where we do our spotlight.
Yes. Do you have a spotlight you'd like to show?
Yeah, of course I do.
Yeah, Dust is going to do our spotlight segment tonight.
Yes, spotlight.
It's time for the Collector Showcase.
That's the showcase.
Is it backwards for everybody?
Yes.
Yeah.
But here's my showcase act.
We've been working on it all year, Chris. Still can't get it right.
I got a banana.
This banana is sponsored by Gentle Wave. The men's hygiene
It's a stretchy
solution.
banana. Brian, you stole my showcase.
Did you say a spreadsheet banana?
Thunder thief, you.
Feeling the thunder.
A spreadsheet.
this.
Look at this banana. Look at my banana.
Ooh.
You guys
Dom,
suck.
don't be showing us your banana, Dom.
Better not.
It's not that kind of show.
Not even an English muffin, buddy. You guys ruined my whole showcase. That's it. I'm done with the show.
Is this I don't know. I don't think that's how magnets
I got a
work.
nail clipper.
There
So,
you go.
That's not a nail clipper.
That's a tweezer.
That's not
That's
a
a vice
tweezer.
grip.
That's like snips. It's like snips.
Well,
for
yeah.
fucking, you building a
You
Gundam
cut-
while you're
you-
clipping your nail.
You cut your nails with your snip?
Misa cutting my. Yeah, I cut the nails, and it's good with getting the little
Cuticles.
things off the figures. So there you go. Go out and buy one. There's my showcase.
So yeah, so
I got 9 of them.
so the showcase segment's over. What else? What else do we do on this?
Well,
show?
let's say hello to the chat.
Yeah.
Oh, there's
yeah,
people
yeah.
in the chat.
The chat. Who's in the chat? Oh, it looks like
Everybody's
some of
in the
these
chat.
guys we're replacing are in the chat. Congratulations on not making it a year because we're here. Yeah. So, well, they're trying to fix it. They say. Good luck, because I think the
They
keys of the
fix it.
kingdom are
Daddy's
well
got
within
the
our
keys.
grasp. So.
I got the
So what are we gonna do on Friday nights here? What is the vibes here? Can we just watch wrestling and talk about it?
Sure. That could be a wrestling showcase.
It could be. Let's just turn this into a wrestling show. And even if you don't like wrestling or watch wrestling, you can still watch it and ask questions. I love watching wrestling with Brian. And he knows nothing of it. And just the context.
He's gonna ask 20 questions.
He is.
Now,
Now,
Chris.
when they're climbing up the ladder, the ladder's got rungs on both sides. Is that
What's
a
in the-
custom ladder?
What's in the suitcase that's important?
Is
a
that
peanut-
what they call a strut?
It's a peanut butter sandwich. That's what's in there. They're all hungry because they're broke. That's what it is. So. Yeah. So once again, we are excited to be here. It's the 1-year anniversary of the Realmhattan project.
Yay!
Stick to the end. I hear there's like 10 or 12 giveaways that the.
Yes, I
Yes.
heard.
Yeah.
They're gonna
Are they
we
gonna
do
give
giveaways
Oh, we're
every
giving
every
aways.
3 minutes.
Oh wow!
Yep.
I've got this. I have a pencil from the Wild Dunes. I honestly found this in a bag, and I think
Got a
this
banana?
is probably a resort that maybe my
Nail
family
clipper?
went to when I was a child, and somehow this has wandered into my life. It's the Wild.
You get an
Dunes.
official Dust Mites hat.
Oh man. Well, I mean, it seems like there might be a little envy of the Waffle House fit
Tumbler?
tonight, but it's no Piggly Wiggly swagger. I have to keep that for Mondays. Yeah, so it was definitely a great year so far. This has been a fantastic year for the Realmhattan project. Let's
Such a
talk
good
about
idea
hats
that
in
we
general.
did this.
Wake up,
Yeah.
Dom!
Let's talk about
It's a
Dom.
year.
Come on, man. It's been a year.
It's been a long time.
So it's
been a long show, whole year.
Dust, you're a hat wearer. Brink, you're a hat wearer. I also tend to wear hats a lot. Dom, are you a hat? I can't say I
Never,
I've
never.
seen you with a hat.
Yeah, I don't
I'm
think.
never
Yeah, I
wear
can't
a
see
hat.
Dom wearing a hat.
Do they
no.
not make them in your size? Is that
I'm not that big.
no? Your head is though.
Bum bum.
So you've never worn, like, if you go to the beach, you don't wear a hat.
I do not own a hat. I don't.
Own a hat.
What about a winter hat? You Scully? You got a
I
Scully?
got, yeah. I got one of those.
Okay, I've
or
seen
like
you wear. I've seen you wear like a little skull cap before, but
Yeah.
not like a brim hat or anything.
nothing.
So.
Nothing.
Wow.
Yeah.
Why?
Never.
Imagine him in a fedora.
Never. Like
small
I always
ass
kept
hat
my
on
hair
that big
short.
ass
Like
head.
my hair was always short through high school and college. So why do I
What's
need to
short
wear a hat?
hair?
Wait, hang on,
Wait,
hold on.
Only long
What?
hair wears hats?
You think? You know I don't have any hair, right? And I wear a hat.
Well, listen.
I don't-
You keep it warm, I guess. You know.
I guess. No, I mean, the reason I wear a hat when I'm outside is because getting the top of your head burned is one of the most horrifying experiences a person can.
I can imagine.
So-
But
Yeah,
I was
so
always
it's been it's
a no
been
hat
1
kind of
year.
guy.
Well, next time we're at a shopping mall or something, maybe we can take you to a hat. You know what?
Dust
You
got
know
it.
what? You know where we need to go? We need to go to a haberdashery.
Haberdashery.
It's a men's accessory store, haberdashery.
That's a
I learned
very,
that. I learned that on iCarly.
Oh, did you?
Iconic.
I
Look
did.
at you.
I-
Did you see
yeah,
the
well,
kiss?
I have kids of a certain. I don't know what that means. Maybe you watch it a little bit harder than I do.
Yeah, what's going on with that?
What's
I
the
don't
kiss,
know.
Tom?
iCarly, a kiss on iCarly.
Yeah,
where she
they
kissed her
finally.
brother?
Yeah, no, the friend. They actually.
Oh,
Start
her and
going-
Freddie.
Yeah, Freddie. Yeah, come on.
You know that
you
show's
watch
back
iCarly.
on, like they
It
have
is.
like a modern version of it. Of course, you know Dom.
Is that sponsored by? Is that show sponsored by Apple?
No,
I used
no,
to watch it back in the day with my nieces.
That show's
I
sponsored
was
by
hooked.
Gentle Wave, the men's grooming solution. Visit
It's perfect.
gentlewave.com today for all your men's douching needs. Yeah, I tell you, the guys
Hygiene.
that normally host this are definitely in need of a gentleman's douche, I do believe.
Oh,
Yeah.
Hey.
Dude, did
Okay,
you guys?
I
Did
fixed
you
it.
guys?
Yeah,
see
I
a nipple?
saw it.
I saw it. Yeah.
That's it. Strike three.
Well.
Was that
It
Cinemax?
wasn't me.
I'm so confused. Circle
it-
takes a square or
Oh,
something
boy.
like that. I don't know.
Wow.
Well,
You got crowded pretty quick in
guess,
here.
The old Cablevision box, I tell you.
So we're not going to be doing a show on Fridays with me and Dustin.
I changed my night off and everything.
Brink just about wrestling out of context.
Dude, we made a year, too.
Well, guys, fuck it, I'm out.
That's dust.
Oh,
Good night, guys.
why did
Congratulations, by the way.
Yes, congratulations,
Thank you,
guys.
Keep
Thank
it
you.
going. And I'm telling you, I swear I saw her. I swear
saw
I
it.
saw a titty.
I saw a hoodie.
You could get us in trouble with them
It was
titties.
mine. Don't worry.
Just
about
one?
it.
Congrats.
Thanks, bro. Yo, I feel
Hey,
like this is come full
congrats,
circle.
fellas. 1 year.
Thanks,
Who'd
Ray.
have thunk it? Who'd have thunk you could do it?
I know, right?
Not
I know I
me.
didn't. I know I didn't. Don gave us 6 episodes.
I
He
gave
told
it,
me
yeah,
I
I
gave you
gave
6
3
episodes
months.
and you guys are done. That's
You
what he
impressed
told
me,
me.
guys.
So.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
I
Congrats.
definitely lost
I'm
the
gonna-
bet.
I'm gonna go to the chat now. So that's just,
Yeah.
go all the way
I'm
down.
going to follow with you guys.
See
You guys
ya.
have a great show. Congratulations, buddy. Enjoy.
Thank you. Get out of here.
Y'all are awesome.
Okay.
Jesus.
Man, that's wild. That
yeah.
was wild.
Just remember, that's the one. If we get in trouble,
I didn't.
Right.
just remember, throw him right under the bus.
He tried to get clean shaven to look all innocent. He did it.
Who is that 5-year-old down there?
Okay.
Children allowed on this
So
show.
Wolfie, I love that hat. Oh my God, yo, the steampunk. Yeah.
No, listen.
Love
I
it.
mean, I thought this was appropriate anniversary attire. Like they did it on Monday, so I thought we were supposed to do that too. Apparently, I'm the only one, and I feel pretty stupid right now.
So I don't know.
Now
if
you
it's
feel
the-
overdressed.
I don't know if it's-
Yeah, I committed. You guys did, and you left me hanging. Fuck off.
I don't know if it's the Jameson, but he kind of looks like the chick from 4 Non-Blondes singing "What's Going On" with that.
No,
And
who
I
actually- who he reminds me of is Mr. Allen and the World of Toys on YouTube. Have you ever seen him?
That's the guy I was
that's
thinking
funny.
about. I'm like, I look like some asshole.
funny.
on-
That is
on YouTube.
exactly who you look like right now.
Oh man,
Hey,
Awesome.
yeah.
I'm glad you picked that up, Wolfie.
What's going on?
Oh man,
Okay, so it's our 1 year anniversary, but there's lots of anniversaries, and rather than celebrate ourselves or the show, or let a bunch of goofs on the show to celebrate for us, we're gonna continue with every other anniversary that we could find. Yeah, small parentheses there. It's kind of limited to movies and games and some things. We had limited time for research here, so not everything is on our list. Not everything made the cut. Lots of stuff we missed, but there's some good stuff in there. So
if the
you
chat
guys have a
squad has
list open too?
any ideas?
Yeah, chat squad, please correct us when we're wrong.
Oh yeah.
Let us know what we left out, if anything important we left out.
There's gonna be lots of stuff.
Fact checked our asses.
You know,
we really fucking love fact checkers.
yeah, just we figured it'd be a good time to talk about anniversaries. And,
Yeah.
you know,
So starting at the top here, 100 years ago, 1923. This is 100 years of Disney Studios and Warner Brothers Studios. They both, 100 years. Warner
100
Brothers, I
years.
didn't see them making noise like Disney did, though. You can go into a store and buy chipmunks with fucking like suits and shit.
None of us was even born. Not even me.
No,
Barely. You barely made that cut.
no. One of the ones
The
One of the
evil
interesting
empire
ones that we
was
had
born
there.
100 years ago.
Hunchback of Notre Dame. This is the first Universal Monsters movie.
Mm.
100 years ago for that one.
Yeah, that was black and white with
Jesus.
no.
Well, I
no
would assume
That's
100 years ago was black and white.
But I'm saying it was no. I don't think it was a talkie. I think it was still before they even had sound.
So it was
100
one of
years
those
ago?
the black and white movies where they do the scene, but they hold up cue cards to tell you what they were saying. Is that what it was?
Sure. I'm pretty sure it was a sound.
When was the first talkie?
That I don't know. Somebody tell us in the chat.
Is there an anniversary for that?
There has to be.
Did
So
we miss it?
moving along, because we didn't find anything else 100 years ago.
Yeah,
100 years ago.
Let's go 95. Let's 95.
Steamboat Willie.
Mickey Mouse, the devil himself, was born.
Yeah.
Who is now, I believe, is it public domain this year or next year?
No, they'll change it.
Next January?
They're
I
never
didn't
gonna-
go on that. I don't remember my own research. Not
They don't.
important.
Someone watch the episode real quick. I don't
They
know.
won't. They
Somebody
won't
go
let that
find
happen.
episode. Let us know.
When the Mickey Mouse horror movie comes out, that's when we'll know.
Yeah,
I
Disney-
don't see them letting that happen without them
Disney-
from renewing it.
Now,
every single time the laws about stuff like that has changed has been because Disney has pushed
now
it.
hang on a second. I see.
Because I'm immediately making a Mickey Mouse porn movie. Immediately.
Cocaine Willie.
There you go.
That's the name of my porn. Cocaine
Now,
Willie.
I see Brian put this in here, but
1935.
are you
This
I don't think
man-
sound was invented in 1935, Brian. I think talking films might have been. Sound's been around since years.
They've been around before that because our
How do you
next
know we
year,
weren't there?
90th anniversary is 1933. The original King Kong, which did have sound.
Oh,
So-
yeah.
I think it was
Yeah.
silent, and they added sound later. Like they added.
No,
Technicolor
it's
to
not.
it.
It was not.
Maybe that was like one of the first ones that had
the
sound. Maybe that was like one of the first ones.
Yeah.
Chat Squad.
The Invisible
Again,
Man.
feel free
Grammar
to
says
fact check
Grammar
this.
says 1927 the jazz singer was the first talkie.
Jazz singer. All
Thanks,
right, there we
Brammer.
go.
You're a cool guy.
I didn't realize that Neil Diamond was alive in 1927 because that's the only jazz singer I've ever
He
seen.
was?
Noise.
God bless America.
Ricky, what year were you born?
1980.
All right, that's when loud noises.
Whammy.
Got him.
Got his ass.
He got you.
Also in 1933, we had The Invisible Man. It's another Universal Monsters movie. Unfortunately, all the other Universal Monsters, they landed another year, so that is the last of them. Let's see. 85th anniversary, 1938. The Adventures of Robin Hood. That is the Errol Flynn Robin Hood. It is the best Robin Hood, Ricky.
It's the
No,
best
it's
Robin
not.
Hood after the Disney
That's
cartoon Fox Robin
No, it's
Hood.
not. No, it's
That
not.
one's
Best
good, too.
Robin Hood. E.
Kevin Costner.
I love the Kevin Costner also.
Oh,
but
yeah, I
Kevin,
did.
yep.
Actually,
Kevin
yeah.
Costner movie. Yep.
The
Yeah.
cartoon,
That's Robin Hood.
Fox beats all of them.
Then no. Kevin Costner.
Yeah.
Then the Disney cartoon. Then none of the rest matter.
Because the Kevin
were all
Costner
trash
was the one
after
where
that.
the
Disney-
girl was
Disney
calling
Fox
out for him.
cartoon, Men in Tights, then Kevin Costner.
Oh God, I hate Men in Tights. I actually hate Men in Tights.
It's because you don't have a funny
Men-
bone in your body.
That's not funny. That's like MCU. That's like MCU comedy now. Just that corny nonsense.
The
So-
Kevin Costner one
Yeah, but
was
it's
the
supposed
good,
to be.
with the one with the girl, and she went Robin. And, you know, is that the one?
Yeah,
Kevin,
and
the Kevin Costner one is one where he was Robin Hood and he didn't have an English accent. That's
Morgan
the Kevin
Freeman.
That's right. Yeah,
Morgan
Morgan Freeman
Freeman.
was in that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He launched himself in a catapult over a wall, landed in a bale of hay.
I don't remember that.
What's his name from
He's thinking of the Jack Nicholson.
Harry Potter? The dude from Harry Potter.
The Robin
Alan
Hood.
Rickman.
Oh,
Alan Rickman. There you go. Alan Rickman.
Yeah,
there you go.
Alan Rickman,
There you
yeah.
go. Alan Rickman. I couldn't think of his name. He was
Well,
in
what's
it.
Yeah.
And Christian Slater was the brother.
Christian Slater was in it. Yeah.
Rest in
Yep.
peace, Alan Rickman.
And then pretty. It was a pretty all-star cast, but still,
Yeah.
cartoon one's better.
No,
Strictly
like
just
that.
for the Not in Nottingham song, beats all of it.
What else was 85 years ago? I know we had something else.
Oh, we got a big one. That is the debut of Superman in Action Comics
Action,
#1.
the most important thing of that year.
yeah.
Thank you very much.
I think
Sure.
that's probably true. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
no, that might be
Nerd
one
What
of
we're
the.
talking about.
Yeah. In our nerd world, it's definitely a big one.
Yeah.
Well, it might be one of the biggest ones on this list, actually.
Yeah.
That we have, besides maybe
Mickey
Disney
Mouse.
and Warner Brothers hitting 100 years.
Yeah.
Because if it wasn't for them, we might not, we wouldn't have half the shit we have
Half
right
the
now.
shit, yeah.
So
Speaking of Warner Brothers, Bugs Bunny first appearance also.
Also a big deal, in my opinion.
yeah, not Superman big, but very, very
But
big.
without,
I would
yeah,
put that-
without
I lived
Superman,
that
I
second.
think all comics are gone.
I
without
lived
Superman.
on Looney Tunes when I was a kid.
Yep.
Saturday morning cartoons, Looney Tunes, Tiny Toons,
Tom and Jerry.
Yep.
Yeah.
Bullwinkle, all that stuff.
God, comics used to sell what, millions of copies
Bye-bye.
back in the day.
Yeah, Looney Tunes.
Now
Looney
they can't-
Tunes
now they can
was
barely
responsible
stay
for
published.
introducing me to gun violence. Yosemite Sam.
Hey, if you ever went back and watched some of those old Looney Tunes episodes, there are things that they do
There's some
and
black
say that they cannot do right now.
No.
And they cannot get away with
But
it.
they don't put it all
Don't
out.
tell Gen Z. They don't want them to ruin anything else.
Too late. They're already searching.
Oh, they've already tried.
Yeah.
So they're
canceling
dropping
some
them
of
on
that stuff
people.
out.
Oh.
They all live at
Yosemite
home at their mom and
Sam,
dad's house now with free time on
Porky's.
their hand. They're searching.
Uh
Marvin the Martian was my jam.
oh, Marvin the Martian was
Tasmanian Devil was
Yeah.
my dude.
Foghorn
No, he
Leghorn.
wasn't in a lot of the original.
I know, and that sucks.
It's like
but he was
4 or
always my
5.
favorite.
Foghorn Leghorn would have been the first one out.
I enjoyed Daffy Duck
Oh.
until he turned heel.
What?
Do you remember
No,
when he was
seriously.
Duck
Remember, like
Dodgers
when he
of
was
the
an actually
21st
Daffy
and a
Duck,
half
and then in the 70s or whatever, he became a dick. Like, he
Yeah.
wasn't funny. He was a heel.
Yeah,
He was always
I
the
get
bad
it.
guy
I
to
get
Bugs
it.
Bunny.
Yeah, I don't like that. That's fucked up. He ain't Daffy anymore.
But I always
Like,
like Duck
heel
Dodgers
Duck.
of the 21st and a half
Heel Duck.
century. I
He
used to love that shit.
said Daffy Duck with a heel, yo. That
Tell me, am I wrong?
that's nice.
You're not wrong.
No, I
man.
don't
You're
think
not
so.
wrong.
You got it.
They changed his
I
character. I
love
don't like
that.
that.
He became
But when
the
did they
Florida
change his
Bugs Bunny.
character, you said?
Probably 60s or 70s.
Probably like in the 70s.
Who gives a shit? He was in my entire life. He was a bad guy.
I
So
don't care. I
it's
still
fine.
hate it.
Right.
Are you that old?
Give
All
him
right,
two
all right.
snaps and a twist. Wolfie
saying.
hated it.
Yeah.
So, moving on to 80-year
Living
anniversaries.
color.
In 1943, we have Casablanca and Frankenstein meets the Wolfman.
Wow. That was
Hated it.
You know,
like one of
I
the
have
first
never,
crossovers. Yeah.
I have never seen Casablanca.
Yeah.
I probably never have. I probably never will. But I
have
did see
Casablanca.
Frankenstein and the Wolfman.
What happened when they met? I didn't see that movie.
Oh,
They went
they
out
fought-
to the movies and they
hang
had
out?
popcorn and they held hands and drank a
Netflix and
malt
chill?
with one straw.
Before Netflix,
Netflix and chill.
the original Netflix and
MGM and chill.
MGM chill.
Yeah.
That's fucking funny. Here you are.
So yeah, not much that we had going on there. Like the further you go back, because we were trying to keep it within like the the collecting nature and like the kind of media that we're into, like things we know. We didn't put too much with historical events or anything like that.
Wes,
in there.
Wes is wrong.
But,
I just want to say that out
where's
loud
he
right
got?
now. Wes is wrong.
But Dickhead Daffy Duck is best.
The kid Daffy.
Wrong.
Do you
So
remember when he
for
was
our
like
Lord
the
and Savior,
Batman
you're wrong.
character? He was the Batman character, and Porky Pig was supposed to be Robin. Do you all remember those? Like the clips when they did that?
I do remember.
It was like
that.
Duckman and Pig Boy or some crap
Oh,
like that.
what was that? What was that called? He was in like a green suit.
Uh huh.
Oh,
Duck
yeah.
Dodgers of the no.
Duck
No,
Dodgers
Duck
of the
Dodgers of the
21st.
21st and a half
No,
century.
no, not that
Martin
one.
Martian.
I know
Hang on,
exactly
to-
what you're talking about,
to
Ricky.
the internet.
they were wearing like suits
Yeah.
that were
It was
falling off.
supposed to be a spoof.
It was like Duckman and Pig Boy or some crap like that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember what it's called.
Hang on, I'm looking this up. This is gonna bug
Yeah.
me.
While you're looking it up, 75th year anniversaries, 1948. Treasure of the Sierra Madre and Abbott and Costello meet Frankenstein.
I was gonna say the Abbott and Costello crossovers were great. I used to love those
Yeah.
movies.
Yeah, no, I miss that kind of stuff. Like, like you had these like duos or trios and
Like
or
the Three
groups like
Stooges
Marx
and
Brothers
whatnot.
kind of stuff.
Yeah. Marx Brothers, love the Marx
Yeah.
Brothers. I still do. I showed my kids the Who's on First, What's on Second one, of course, because they play baseball and all that, and they love that skit.
It's classic.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
What do you got there?
Real quick, who will win a fight between Donald and Daffy?
Well, go watch
See,
Who
Donald and
Framed
Daffy?
Roger Rabbit, and you got your answer.
They actually get into it, and that
You're jumping ahead. Hang on.
Did they?
Yeah.
Oh, damn,
When
I
they're
don't
playing
remember.
piano.
No, that was Daffy and I thought that was Bugs Bunny. Him and Bugs Bunny were
No,
doing
Daffy and Donald.
that was the dueling piano thing. Yeah, and shoot each other with the cannons.
Oh, I think I remember that. Yeah.
I just love that
Yeah, you're
shit.
making me
Was it
question
Stupor Duck?
That sounds
I'm
familiar.
sorry.
Maybe I swear it was like Duckman and Pig Boy or some crap like that. Duckman and the Pig
I can't remember the
Crusader or
names, but I
some
do
nonsense.
remember that.
That's
It
the
was
name of the
actually
movie
a,
whenever they go into the
mhm.
public domain.
So
But see, that's back when it didn't even matter. Nobody cared about that. Those
Yeah, I think it was
crossover type
Stupor
things, and
Duck.
nobody cared about IP. Nobody cared about crossing. Like
but they were poking fun. It was
right.
direct
Exactly.
copy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now it's all
7-year
you owe me
anniversary
money.
in 1953.
Duck Dodgers.
We got House of Wax, Shane,
Mhm.
the Disney Peter Pan, first appearance of Speedy Gonzales, and this one I thought was pretty interesting. Matchbox Cars, which were Lesney Productions, later owned by Mattel, because I just feel like it's been Mattel for the longest time. that I can think of.
Okay.
Speedy
I can't.
Gonzales
That's
still allowed to
wild to
exist.
me. If y'all think about how long, what did you say that was 70 years ago?
Yeah.
For Matchbox cars, and you still see people out there raiding the fucking
Matchbox, Hot Wheels. They
Yeah.
are some of the most popular toy. I think Matchbox is considered one of the, if not the most popular toy line to date.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is.
I'll
It
agree
still
with that.
is. Mm-hmm.
So moving along in the 65th year anniversaries,
All right, we're getting close.
1958. I only got two things here. We got NASA was the start of NASA. They founded that, and Alfred Hitchcock's Vertigo.
I never saw that one.
No, really.
Yeah, I never saw that one. Yeah, it's pretty pop. But then again, all of those, all of his stuff was pretty popular. That's the one that I
That's some really, I think, innovative camera work for this time, if I'm not mistaken. Like they had some, like whenever they were trying to give you vertigo, they were doing special camera things. Yeah, Albert Hitchcock was a cool guy.
And so he has your avatar.
But like you say, like with camera tricks, like a lot of his movies is more or less what that is.
Yeah. I'm just saying he created a lot of
trick
cool
angles
shit.
and things, or perspective. 60-year anniversaries in 1963. This is a big year. Sword in the Stone from Disney, The Birds, also Alfred Hitchcock, Dr. No, the first James Bond movie, and first Sean Connery James Bond, and like that's, I don't know, I just love Sean Connery. I miss that guy. Cleopatra that year, grossly over, budget movie. The Great Escape.
Liz Taylor, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
It's a mad, 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 mad world. It's another real super classic with like all the comedians of its time. I love that movie. Jason and the Argonauts, one of my absolute favorites.
Yeah. That's a beautiful sci-fi.
And going into comics, we have
Was that the claymation skeleton army one?
Big year.
Stop motion by Ray Harryhausen.
Yeah,
still looks great.
Yeah, that was good stuff. When they went for the golden fleece,
some of that stuff, the harpies and things, they look a little dodgy, but
skeletons still
they hold up.
Yeah.
They hold up. They did a good job there. Comics that year, X-Men #1, the debut of the team. We have Avengers #1, so it's another team. Spider-Man #1, not his debut, but Spider-Man #1. Iron Man, Tales of Suspense 39. We have that. Nick Fury, Sergeant Fury and his Howling Commandos #1. Him and his whole squad.
That's a lot of heavy fucking hitters coming out right at that one time.
Year, huh? What a year.
And almost the whole Sinister Six. The Chameleon, Vulture, Doc Ock, Sandman, and Lizard. Missing Craven, he was the next year.
Yeah. Can we get back to the birds for a second?
Yeah.
Yes.
That movie freaked me the hell out. I was in elementary school, and they showed that movie to us in the classroom. Yeah. School, elementary. I'm talking about it had to be kindergarten or first grade. I remember that because of the last scene, because it took place. Them birds was waiting for all them kids on the playground. Oddly enough, our playground, our back, behind the school, the playground was structured exactly like that. I wouldn't go outside for the rest of the year because of that daggone movie. I remember that. And the movie's been out for a while when I was, in school by the time. Okay, it came out that year. Shut up, Ricky. Anyway, so
I didn't say anything, dude. I literally
yeah,
said nothing.
He was fine.
That. Yeah. It was we saw that movie in school, and I will never ever forget that because I wouldn't go outside for the rest of the year. That year, I was just like, nah. I would see birds sitting on the lines,
hey,
on the power line.
Eric B clowning you.
Eric, quit caping for your boy. We all know he was in school long before TVs, man. Don't mess around, black and white or not. Don't mess around. He's the one who came up with the term talkies.
I will never, ever, ever forget that movie. That movie, yo. Only other movie that freaked me out that much is a movie that we're going to talk about later. So, but go ahead, go ahead. I just wanted to,
you guys
that out because I know they say when you talk about it, it helps. It's kind of therapeutic, and you try to get past it kind of that way. So,
you have any more for 63? Anybody?
I love all the comics being in there, man.
I mean, just looking at all those.
I don't think a lot of us realize how many
comics.
Yeah, like that would have been amazing. And to think that at that time, a lot of those comics were on the cusp. Like they could have not made it. Like a lot of them were just little throwaways. They just put them out there to see what would happen. And look at us here. What is it? 60 years later, and they stuck around. Man.
I'm gonna get you.
This is truth.
Coke used to cost a nickel when I was a kid.
Eric B, yo.
And I did catch what Esteban had there.
Thank you, Esteban.
Hey, Eric, he used to listen to the FDR fireside chats.
Oh, look who's late for the gag.
Yeah. Look who shows up for Chat Squad and then shows up in here.
Oh.
Wait till we get you kidnapped and beat again.
Jeremy B.
Is this thing on? Yeah. Hey, everybody. Happy anniversary. What a glorious day it is.
Thank you, sir.
Jeremy, I want to thank you for participating in the gag, Jeremy.
Yeah.
Or not.
We
have no idea what's going on.
Exactly.
Like, we know that you are the guy we can call on, and there's no hesitation. We appreciate you, especially tonight. We were really leaning on you, and you stood there for us when we started the show tonight. We appreciate you.
Yeah, totally planned that. You guys, ooh, we got him.
I am late. I am Jeremy. I am late.
I am late. I am late. I am late.
Fucking nailed it. Hey, Mama, we need a sound clip of that for the Realmhattan project, please.
Oh man,
that's hilarious.
Yes.
So what's up, guys?
What's up, Jeremy?
We're just going through anniversaries.
Yeah,
on the year.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a big year. You guys have done a lot of work.
Well, no, not us.
No, fuck our anniversary. We don't care about it.
Yeah, no,
we're talking about important anniversaries. You know?
The notes I was provided were terrible.
We're talking about 1963, where it was a comic book reader.
Well, if you would have been here on time,
God.
you would have known what the plan was. As you can see, Dust, Brink, Dom, Chris are no longer here. And they were all here.
Wow.
And they're more than welcome to come back anytime.
Sounds like it was a great episode.
Yeah. And then they left and it became this instead.
Womp womp.
But 1963.
Yeah, I think Derek, tell us about the time you picked.
Say it with me now.
Yeah.
That's what we do. I do kind of want to throw flowers at Jeremy for all the work he did for us. Like back at the very beginning, we all do appreciate it. We talked about it.
Yes, sir.
Helping us out.
Yes, sir. And your face healed up really well.
Did you go old school and put a stack on?
That's the only reason why we let you on late, because you did take 2 beatings for us. So
that's it. Yeah. Anybody else? No, just don't fucking bother. But you took some beatings, so you can come in.
It's for the love of the game, really. I mean, no, I couldn't have been happier to help you guys out. And shut up, Wolf. I couldn't be happier to help most of you out. And it was fun. It was exciting. There was an energy going into this show. Like something was happening, and we did all the teases, and it was great. Like the build up, like something was really coming, and it was fun to be a part of that. So thanks for letting me tag along.
That's what's up.
Thank you.
That's what's up.
Okay, cool. Get out of here. See you later. Thanks for
All
showing
right.
up.
Well, later, y'all.
No, stay as long as you want.
Yo,
man.
JB, stay a
Jeremy,
while.
I got a question for you.
We going down a list that's it's really hot. Check it out.
Do you know anything? Do you know any movies that came out in 1968?
Do you know anything?
Do you know anything? Didn't Rosemary's Baby come out in 68?
68. No.
Yes, it
I
did.
do not. I feel like there was like a
it did.
Christmassy movie,
mine
White
was-
Christmas or something like that, maybe.
Wolf, look at that tag. No, White Christmas was way earlier than the 60s.
Well,
Well,
That was like
I'll tell you.
40s.
that's my best worst guess, Ricky.
1968. That is the 55th year anniversary of Planet of the Apes. We also have the producers, Night of the Living Dead, 2001:
There you go.
Space Odyssey, Rosemary's Baby, Bullet, Yellow Submarine, and The
Steve
Odd
McQueen.
Couple. And we had already done Matchbox, but 55 year, that is the first Hot Wheels by Mattel.
Damn dirty apes.
5 years of people going into the store, tearing apart shelves, dumping it
You
all.
said
in
Night
the
Living
bricks
Dead.
and
You said
beating
Night
each
of the Living
other's
Dead, right?
cars.
Yeah, the original.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. The beginning, yeah.
Filmed here.
Was that like the first zombie movie? Was it really?
It was the first where it's like the reanimated corpses. That's where it changed to reanimated corpses. Before that, it was like the voodoo zombie stuff, like White Zombie and all that back in the 40s.
All right.
So the first real zombies. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Real,
And then that
real
shit
ones.
counts. Nothing else counts before that.
Yeah, Planet of the Apes is next to
That
Hot Wheels.
movie-
It's probably like that's one of the big
Charlton
ones down
Heston.
there.
Dude, that movie's so rough though. Have you watched it recently? It's
Yeah,
a hard watch. It's a hard watch.
I don't think it's that bad. It's corny, but
Dude.
it's fine.
It's hard.
The
Those
sequel.
old school telegraph punches. Like when he's like, it's like, I'm gonna get you, monkey. I'm coming with my right fist and I'm gonna swing it across the left
The
like
sequels,
this.
I think those are the ones that are real. Those are rough.
They do get
A lot more than that first one.
You mean you don't love the Mark Wahlberg one?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Hey, the newest trilogy they did was
Did that come out around the same time as like Crystal Skull? Like I don't know what that is either.
Unacknowledged.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like there's like a little pocket dimension for movies like that and
Bat
2016
Nipples.
Ghostbusters and Bat Nipples, yeah.
Godfather
Joel
3.
Schumacher is
Say
the overlord of
Ghostbusters?
this dimension.
The 2016 Ghostbusters.
2016.
Oh, I was like, damn, dude, that's hard.
Yeah, no, not the real Ghostbusters.
The other cartoon Ghostbusters.
Oh, the one with the apes?
Yeah.
The monkey or whatever?
Yeah. That's what happened after Planet of the Apes. They Ghostbusters. Tracy the gorilla.
But that car was badass. In a goofy
I
ass
don't remember
way.
it.
And I just found out recently that was like a live action show in like the
It was.
70s. And it had like two guys from like F
horrible.
Troop used to be
Yeah.
on it. Like it was wild, dude.
Corporal Agorn. I remember that.
Yeah, because of that, they had to get special permission to have the title Ghostbusters for that movie too.
Yep.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, they didn't get it until like
Because they were like
a very
doing
short time period before. Like they did all the promotional material for both. It was like both the options. I forget what the other.
They
one
did like
was.
Ghost Snatchers or Ghost Squashers or Ghost Smashers. Ghost Smashers was what they were running.
They had
Those all sound like
names.
pornography.
Yeah. Trash. Trash.
Ghost Smashers.
Ray says
I don't think that would have caught on.
1968 was the first time the Who destroyed their instruments on stage.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a fun
There
fact.
we go.
All right. So we got 68. Go to 73. What we got?
73. Live and Let Die. This is the first Roger Moore James Bond movie. American Graffiti, which probably why we have Star Wars. Robin Hood Disney. There's your
The better
flower.
one.
Here's yours, Rick.
Yeah. we're so excited for that movie.
The best one.
Charlie Brown Thanksgiving, Serpico, and the
Dude,
Exorcist.
I can't believe because I remember watching that in front of the TV.
What, Charlie Brown Christmas or
Charlie Brown
Thanksgiving?
Thanksgiving. Yeah.
Well, that's because you were just getting ready for your retirement party when that came out, right?
Shut up.
I mean, all those
I remember
old,
every Charlie Brown movie that came on TV.
all
Charlie
those
Brown movie that
old
came on
Christmas
TV.
ones from Charlie Brown Thanksgiving to Rudolph. They are on heavy rotation every year in this house
They're
around
making bad
Christmas
stuff,
time.
yeah.
Yeah.
My kids watch them. I we don't watch the new shit.
Even
What was that
Frosty
list again,
2 with
Gort?
John
Start-
Goodman.
My daughter loves anything Frosty.
Do that
Her
73
favorite is
list
the
again.
Mickey Mouse Christmas Carol.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's decent. Like the Frosty 2 was when
His
they
wife
got
got
spray away
married.
the,
Yeah.
No, that was what was the one where they tried to spray away the snow?
Maybe that's a
Santa
knockoff
Claus is
Frosty.
coming to town. Was that Santa Claus is coming to town?
Maybe it's a knockoff Frosty because Frosty 2 is where he got married.
What was the? Do your list
hit you
again,
with an
Gort? Because it was like
actually.
one of the first ones you mentioned
Live and Let Die.
for 73. Oh, Live and Let Die. That was also the
Yeah,
first
yeah.
James Bond movie that had didn't they got a what is that, a Grammy or whatever for the song? That was the first time. Like that song became like a huge, massive number one hit for Wings.
Did we miss this
Yeah.
one, Gort, when we went through everything?
No, he said it. He said it.
Exorcist.
Oh, we got it?
I
Okay.
had it in there. Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah, he
it's
definitely said
on there.
Exorcist.
Yeah.
But yeah,
there's plenty of movies
but-
not on here, but like.
Oh, that's a big. I think that would have been a big one to miss. But
Like if it's like a shitty rom-com, it's not going to make the list, you know.
No.
When we get to the later years here,
But that Live and Let Die
Real
soundtrack
prevalent.
was like massive for Wings, and then even Guns N' Roses later remade it in the 80s and 90s. Like it
a
was
lot of remakes of that one, yeah. 45-year anniversaries in 1978. We got National Lampoon's Animal House, Grease, Dawn of the Dead,
Fucking great movie.
the first
I hate
Halloween
Grease.
movie, The Wiz, Superman,
Grease is the
Christopher
word, dude.
Reeve,
Yeah, that's the other movie.
The Deer
Wiz.
Hunter, Invasion of the Body Snatchers, Piranha, the Ralph Bakshi Lord of the Rings with all the rotoscoping.
Yes.
That's a really rough watch.
Isn't that the old cartoon ones? The ones
Yeah.
with they were Rankin and Bass too, weren't they?
No. Ralph Bakshi stuff was different. I forget what studio actually put it out, but it was all produced by him. It's
Because
with
they
all
only did the
live
Hobbit.
action in it.
Yeah, they only did the Hobbit and then Return of the King, right?
No,
They
that's
didn't do the whole
Rankin
thing.
Bass.
Okay, that's one.
Hobbit and Return of the King are Rankin Bass, and the Return of
Okay.
the King was only in Hobbit had already come out, I believe.
Mhm.
The
Yeah.
Return of the King was in response to this Lord of the Rings one not being completed because it ends like midway Two Towers.
Right.
Also that year, Garfield comic strip, showed up, and the very first Star Wars toys by Kenner
Garfield's
came out that year.
45 years old.
all right, I want to touch on this a little bit.
Yeah, go ahead.
First off, you said
That's what she said.
Superman. Which Superman?
Superman, Christopher Reeve,
Really, Christopher Reeves. What are you talking
What year are we in?
78.
78.
Okay.
78, fake
I
fan.
thought he said 68 for a minute.
No,
I was like, wait a minute.
I mean,
No. That's why I was a little. Wait a minute. That's why that's why the list is throwing me off.
The
I have it
Donner, the Donner Superman.
Probably the best
No, I
Superman.
think you said 40. Yeah, you said
Yeah, 45 years. Yeah, that's
45
right.
years.
68.
Yeah,
That's what
no,
you said.
78. No, he's right. 45
No,
years,
he was right.
78.
Math is hard.
I was born. I'm 45. I was born in 78. So yeah, that's on me.
Yeah. I was born before that.
So,
But,
Jimmy,
Well, we know you were like
Like
30
it
already.
is,
So
Way
you're like
before
30
that.
already. You're like
Y'all gonna
30
respect
already.
y'all elders on this show
So-
tonight. Anyway, The Wiz.
So you also said Animal House, right?
Yes.
Yep, I'm a
Yes.
zit.
So Doug Kenny, the guy that wrote Animal House and the first Caddyshack movie, and he was like the Harvard National Lampoon. He was a writer there when they made it real famous. He's actually from up in the Cleveland area. Shaker Heights is on the east side. The golf club place there was actually he used to be a caddy during the summers there, and he wrote Caddyshack based on those experiences.
Nice.
Oh, okay.
Little
Look at you,
trivia
brushing-
there for your
Brushing
nugget.
elbows with the stars. Look at you.
Yeah.
Caddyshack, that's another one of my all-time favorites.
0.
Look at hysterical.
Caddyshack.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's so cool.
Dangerfield.
Um,
It's kind of wild when you think about what Star Wars has turned into from that damn toy line 45 years ago.
Now, was 78 the year that you got the Christmas special, or was 78 the year that they were actually full time pumping out, like not the Christmas special, the show, how they
No,
did
the card.
Very note. Yeah.
No, that's a good question. 78 or 79 is the Christmas special. I want to say it's 79 though.
Okay.
I can't recall. Somebody fact check us.
And if it wasn't
We
for
don't know.
Star Wars, we wouldn't have He-Man.
78.
Thanks a lot, Star Wars.
Well,
yo.
Mattel passed on the Star Wars license.
Yep.
Oh,
They didn't want it.
That is a fact.
Yeah, they
Fucking
didn't want
dummies.
it. And when they saw the huge popularity of Star Wars, they realized they fucked up, and they needed to come up with a toy line.
Did you just bleep yourself?
Yes.
When you said
Yes, I did. And that's how we wound up with He-Man.
Yeah.
So, you know,
Weren't
we
they
might
gonna,
not
like-
have He-Man if they actually took Star Wars.
And they were going to do Conan toys first, right?
Power Man.
They
backed
wanted
out?
to do. Yeah, when they realized it was R-rated and Conan was like banging a demon woman, and after he got freed, and if you remember that first Conan movie, they're like, yeah, no, we can't make toys from this movie.
Right.
Yeah.
Yo, can
And,
we talk about the Wiz for a minute?
That
Sure.
was such a bad movie, dude. It's very nostalgia driven. It was nostalgia driven. It's fun to remember watching it, but go back and watch it now.
That movie is not fun to remember at all.
That movie was bad, dude. That Michael
movie
Jackson
was
as the Scarecrow
terrifying.
used to give me nightmares.
That movie was terrifying. There's another one. That one I ranked that one with the birds because of that one, because of one section of that movie. Y'all remember the subway scene?
Yes.
The trash cans and the
Shut up.
jumping things.
Yep, shut up.
They grew and they chased you and they chased them in the yo. I've seen that movie 2 times in my entire lifetime.
Yeah, that
I will
didn't
never
scare
watch
me.
that movie again.
That didn't
I
scare
will
me.
never ever watch that
The
movie
one that
again.
you want to talk about a Wizard of Oz that'll fuck you up is that second one, that Return to Oz one, where they had like those crazy killer psychos on the rollerblades and all that stuff. It was the direct sequel
Return to Oz.
Yes, that one. That is way more horrifying than the Wiz.
Oh,
You watch
absolutely.
Wait,
oh my
which
god,
one?
that movie. Return to Oz. It had that the
Return-
one
I
chick
didn't
from
see
The
that one.
Craft was in it. Bollock, or I can never say her name right. She has a very weird name. You'd know her if you saw her, but she was Dorothy.
Falk.
Yes,
Falk.
that one.
Falk.
You know
She
what
was
I'm
in
talking about.
Waterboy. She's in Waterboy.
Yes, she was in Waterboy. She was Dorothy, and that movie was jacked.
Yeah.
That stuff will give you nightmares just thinking about it.
Wolfie, why you change that?
Because my forehead was sweating like a motherfucker.
Oh, okay. Well, we can't have you at a
But before we move
Well,
on to it,
last
too, I mean,
45 minutes.
we blew
Yeah.
right through it. We blew right
There you
past
go.
it. That's it. Firuza Balk. that
Bruiser
one.
Balk.
Yes, if you saw her, you would know her. She played Dorothy in the movie, and that movie was horrifying.
Ricky, turn around. Turn around.
Dark corner, Ricky. Don't turn around, Ricky. Don't turn around.
No, nothing there. Nothing there. I throw my trash on the floor like a real Floridian. There's no trash. No trash cans in this room. Y'all crazy bunch of
No,
uppity
but
people with trash cans.
really, that was another
Actually-
movie that really messed me up when I was a kid.
Big
Thank God
surprise.
Transformers
My
came out
trash
in
can is a
84.
Batman trash can under my desk.
Mhm.
Nerd.
Fucking nerd. But before we blow past it to the next section, like I really want to circle back to that Donner Superman. I'd done a podcast not too long ago. We were talking about film scores, and that Superman score to this day is just amazing. It's John Williams. It was John Williams at his not his very peak. It's when he was moving into his peak, and he just John Williams doesn't have a peak. He just started out at the top and stayed at the top. He didn't really ever move upwards. John Williams is an
definitely
amazing
got a lane.
composer.
That sounds
Yeah.
about right, actually.
He's an amazing composer, and that Superman theme. I remember now. This is a lot of people might not get the call back. Some people will, but like my kids were a little younger. They were big into the Lego games, and I remember when they came out with DC Superheroes 2, and if you played as Superman, while you're around, nothing would happen. But if you took off into flight mode, it would just the song would kick in every time you flew. And oh my god, dude, I used to like they'd be trying to do some side mission or something. I'm like, oh no, just jump up in the air and fly, just because I want to hear the music. Like it's such an amazing score, and besides the movie being good, like it.
I mean,
really,
that's still my favorite Superman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, and I really enjoyed Man of Steel. I really, really did. I thought
Yeah,
it was
I
really
love
good.
Man of
but
Steel, man.
And maybe it's a nostalgia factor to it all because I was a kid, but that still is my favorite Superman movie that's been done.
No. I'm gonna argue. I'm gonna say Superman 3, man, just because Richard Dreyfuss and that movie used to scare the crap out of me. That at the end, or Richard Pryor. At the end, that lady, hey,
Same guy.
Same guy.
They're twins.
Same guy.
Twins. But that lady at the end, when they're in that like underground thing and like the wires like pulled her back into the thing, and she
Oh yeah.
that scared the fuck out of me when
I just watched that clip. That's still freaky as fuck, dude.
Dude, that shit used to scare the shit out of me when I was a kid. Like I'd have to fast forward past that part, or because we are old trash, I'd have to go flip the channel and wait about 5 minutes and flip back again just so I didn't have to watch that shit. It used to scare the crap out of me.
Yeah. Same here.
So that movie is great. It is, and it's a lot wonkier than we remember. I'm not going to argue that. I think Brink is. I think Brink is right. He very much looked like a direct peel off of. Forget all that de-aging stuff. He really pulled off the Reeves
from even the mannerisms. Like there was just something about.
It's just the movie
was bad. Yeah,
the movie was bad. He did a great job.
Yeah, it was.
I will agree on that.
Yeah, it's not a strong movie. I think a lot of the casting in there was pretty decent.
I can't argue with this. I enjoyed Smallville for the most part.
I only ever watched like 2 or 3 episodes, and ironically enough, they were the ones with Christopher Reeves on it, where he was like the professor that was helping him try to figure out the Kryptonian writing. Those are the only Smallvilles I ever really watched. I never really got into that show.
Hey, real quick.
Yeah.
No, just a quick segue. What does everyone think of the casting that was announced for Superman? Real quick.
I didn't watch the show, so
I don't even know those.
Exactly.
I don't know those people. No, this is for the new movie. There's like a new movie.
I only see the pictures of them, and depending on what picture you're seeing of the guy, I mean, he looks like a Henry Cavill knockoff in a lot of pictures, which is kind of funny to me.
See, I thought
this is supposed to be a teen.
I don't know.
He looks like a teenager to me.
No, he's not.
He got to lift a little weights a little bit. He got to get in that weight room.
I'm sure they'll run him through quite the program.
Doesn't matter. The movie's gonna suck anyway.
Well, I don't know.
Well, I agree with that too. I agree. It really don't matter. It's probably gonna suck.
Pre-hating on something that literally hasn't even started.
That's
yet.
a topic for another show.
Yeah, in like 5 years when it gets made, we'll talk about that movie.
Yeah,
I don't. We don't even know these actors or anything. I mean, I always think of the Heath Ledger Joker being like a big one. Unless I know somebody's like terrible for something, like I don't want to judge some of that stuff.
Primer said they de-aged Topher Grace.
that I learned my mistake. I learned my mistake from the Ben Affleck Bruce Wayne, because I was one of the first people on the internet that hated that concept when they first offered him up as Batman, and he proved me wrong. I thought he did a good job. So I've learned not to pre-hate just because so and so is playing somebody. I wait until I see it.
Yeah, I'm gonna
trust that's fair.
Mama
that's fair
with what he said.
I'm not hating on him. Yeah. I'm just hating on the fact that this is being done by James Gunn, and it's probably gonna suck.
But it's gonna have great music.
Yeah,
the soundtrack's gonna blow your fucking load everywhere.
Yeah, no doubt.
You know what? I never even thought that would be a factor, because like that's what you do with Guardians, and that's what he was doing with Suicide Squad. But I don't think that. I like to think the man's smart enough that that's not what you do for Superman.
But what if you do it his way, but with a John Williams spin? Like, what if he goes hardcore classical, but badass classical?
What if he just plays a Nirvana song on loop?
Oh, see, there you go. But if you're taking his music and orchestrating it, that could be interesting.
Why does he just make it a musical like they're doing with Joker 2?
Which we're already hitting on before we've seen.
It's a musical. That's all I need to know.
I'm not there quite yet.
That's all I need to know. It's supposed to be musical. That's all I need to know. I'm down.
I like that idea for the musical.
it makes sense for them though.
But it doesn't mean it translates. It translates on screen well, and I don't see it translating on screen well. I know we're getting off topic, so
I
won't be.
Hey, stretching.
There's plenty of.
Thank you. Yeah, just let everybody know that we're like, oh shit, we're moving too fast. We need to slow down.
Wow.
Yeah, good job there, Ricky.
We still have 40 years of stuff to get through, and there's
we got way to keep it natural.
We're gonna run out of shit to say, and we're just gonna be looking in the camera, not saying anything at all, not saying a goddamn thing, Ricky.
All right.
It's been a 200-year anniversary since Mozart first.
Giving away our secrets.
All right, relax. 40-year anniversaries. 1983. Starting this one off with Return of the Jedi, National Lampoon's Vacation, Risky Business, Evil Dead,
What a good year.
Flashdance, Trading Places, Twilight Zone the movie, Scarface, A Christmas Story. I'm gonna leave it at the movies for just now because the games. This is when the games start showing up, and that's good stuff.
Oh yeah.
Ooh.
Scarface, baby.
I don't think we need to say
Everything
much
that you said there was like
Return
huge
of
at
the Jedi,
some
yeah.
point in my life. Like I wasn't 3 or 2.5 years old watching Scarface that I'm aware of, but yeah, I don't. You just named a blockbuster year.
So like you're saying, like being a little kid seeing movies, for me it was like Poltergeist, Raiders of the Lost Ark, and things like that would be on TV or rented or whatever.
I actually saw
it is to see them up.
Jedi on Betamax for the first
Whoa,
time.
whoa, wait.
Crow?
The greatest movie of all time.
Yeah.
Just a stop.
Yeah, Crow was.
I could recite this movie. There's been no movie I have watched more than this movie in my lifetime.
Oddly
and
enough,
that is the truth.
never
And
made
that is the
far,
truth.
though.
That's so interesting. For me, it's Wayne's World.
Party on, Wayne.
Mom's Jurassic Park.
Hit the button.
No.
And Liam Neeson was in that movie. For those of you that don't know,
Are you serious?
a very
I've
very
never noticed
young
that.
Liam Neeson is in that Crow movie.
Did he have a particular
Wow.
set of skills in that movie?
No.
You know, I would. You know that star weapon. I
missed Escape from New
them to
York?
come
The
out with
glaive,
something
the
like that.
glaive.
The glaive weapon.
The glaive.
I really
Yep.
want them to come out with
That's
something
a
like that.
fun
Like you got the like you got the Sword of Omens. You got He-Man sword. You got all those weapons, those popular weapons that are out. That's one that I've been actually looking for, and I've never seen it. Weird.
That's funny shit.
Wow.
Thank you,
Okay,
Brian.
well there you go.
He doesn't just do data, kids. It's funny
I'll
too.
be here all week.
Thank you, Dermano. Exactly. It's something that just grew with you.
Oh yeah.
What else? All right. So back to this.
I used to love Beastmasters, and that's one of those. other
Beastmaster
one-offs
too
I
was
throw.
another one. Yeah.
Like, I used to beg
couldn't
my
get
mom
it
for ferrets because of
You
that
used to
fucking
do
movie
what?
when I was
Hang
young.
on one second.
What I hear?
I would beg my mom to get me pet
Oh.
ferrets because of that movie.
Dang.
Oh,
I heard it too. But we're gonna move on for now.
We all heard that.
You're all fucking idiots because I was talking about my mom.
I know. That's why we're moving on.
My
No,
mom,
I mean-
my
Sounded
mom,
funny,
my mom.
Well, yeah,
My
like
mom.
Florida.
All right.
So
Wait.
legend
Go
before
back.
we
Go back.
do
Just
that.
go back to 83 list movies.
Vacation,
There's a lot of
Evil
staying
Dead,
power from movies like
Apparently, I
that
missed,
have lasted.
Escape from New York in there.
Franchises.
Oh,
like,
Kurt Russell.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was cool.
They just made a new.
I think he overacted in that one though.
Overact?
Escape from you talking about? I'm talking about Kurt Russell, right?
Yeah.
He
Well,
overacted in that.
Snake
one, man.
Plissken, baby.
I don't
Yeah.
know. That's I don't know. No, I don't know.
I'm gonna blow this door open. Yeah, overacted.
You had to talk like that back in the 80s, or people didn't think you meant
Yeah.
business.
Didn't take you seriously.
It's a sign of the times, Derek. That's all.
He didn't have
Harry
enough
Rip-
chest hair to just
Dirty
talk to
Harry
him.
Rip
He had to put it all in
okay.
his voice.
Yeah, I see ya. Right.
Evil Dead has survived all these
And
years.
it's still thriving. I mean, with
Exactly.
everything there, that's still
just
getting
made a
new
movie.
content. Isn't
Dirty
it?
Harry and
Exactly.
Martin Riggs rolled into one. Yeah.
That actually is the interesting
Evil
thing for
Dead.
me,
That
it
movie
has
freaked me
a
the fuck
movie
out the
that just
first
came
time I
Yep,
saw
the
that.
first one. Yep.
That
I
was
actually just
scary-ass
recently
movie.
watched it a couple weeks ago. It's on HBO Max, I think. Scarface is still probably one of the most quoted movies
Oh,
still
yeah.
to this day.
Yes.
Like some of these
Absolutely.
movies from that year have just survived and stood the test of time. I can still watch Scarface. Like it doesn't get old.
Yeah.
Like it aged
It
well.
will never age out.
Trading
And I know they
Places,
talked about remaking
Trading
that
Places,
joint,
you know,
I don't
that's
think
another
I
one.
don't think they should do that.
No, I don't think so.
That list, that's probably the one I watch at least once a year.
Trading Places.
That's
Yeah.
the Eddie
That
Murphy.
or
Detroit one.
vacations probably every 2 years. Yeah.
National Lampoons, they're another one that just,
Yeah.
I watch Christmas I watched that one, but I also watch Christmas Vacation at least
Hey,
once a
Jeremy.
year,
At
like,
least.
Jeremy, I got a question
You
for
have to, right?
What's
But
that?
why is the
like-
carpet all wet, Todd?
It's not the right
It
one.
is not
Paul's
Monday,
line.
sir. It is
hey,
not Monday.
hey, he was talking about Christmas vacation. It was
That's
right
copyrighted.
Right, and while it's appropriate
Oh.
to reference the Monday thing, that's a special thing. And as much as I love you, Ricky,
I want to rub my ass all over it, make it mine.
Whoa, whoa, whoa,
Oh,
whoa!
there's nothing sacred to you, sir.
That's
for
I didn't.
real, though.
Was it me? Was it me?
I'm sorry you had to see that, Chan. I hope you're not watching this live. Wow. I mean, wow.
They got weird. Anyway,
Christmas Vacation will always be my favorite National Lampoon's one, though.
Yeah,
but,
I like the first
movie.
I'm a
That
sucker
movie
for Christmas.
was corny though. It was straight corny. I watched that movie.
Wow.
Moving on.
And then he's going to watch it right now.
Trying to think, was it a month ago? It was a month and a half ago, and that's when I first noticed that those statements that came out. I was like, oh, that's where they got it from. Yo, I never watched that movie all the way through.
Really?
Until then, and I was like, and Dust was like, go watch the movie, and then hit me back, and I was like, all right, and I was like, oh, okay, all right, now I get it. Yeah. Oh yeah, let's get. Did you get to that part yet, Gort?
What's that?
Trading Places.
Yeah, that's this year.
So
83.
Okay, Trading Places was the first time I experienced Jamie Lee Curtis. I know she did Halloween before that, but yo, I was straight crushing on Jamie Lee Curtis ever since that movie, and all the way up to this day. I was just like, yo, yeah, she the one right there. She the one, because Jamie Lee Curtis has always been hot. So yeah, I started watching. I even watched The Fish Called Wanda because she was in that movie, and that movie sucked.
Have you watched The Bear yet?
The who?
No.
The Bear on Hulu. Check it out, season 2. Your girl's looking a little rough. I still respect it. It was an icon, but just a suggestion. I don't want to
Okay.
poison the well.
She's definitely starting to show her age. See the recent Halloween movies is
starting to show her age.
Well, it's not.
Come on, everyone gets old.
Exactly,
Yeah.
it's not True Lies. It's not True Lies. Jamie Lee Curtis.
Ooh, True Lies, Jamie Lee. Keep talking, sir.
Woo. Yeah.
Oh, now it's getting really
Freaky
weird.
Friday, Jamie Lee.
Did I break Ricky?
Hands where I can
Some
see.
No,
bitch.
he went to go get something to drink. He said.
All right. Hey, Wolf, just in case something happens, I'm sorry about earlier. I didn't mean that shit. That's just fun, right?
No, you did. It's all right. You insincere dick.
So moving along with video games that year, we're
still in 83, right?
Yeah, still in 83.
Yes.
Yeah. So
Well,
Pre-crash. How
First,
about
I had
that?
a gag in there. If you remember the Mego toys, like the Mego dolls, they went bankrupt in 1983.
All right.
Tracks.
Yeah. Shout out
Well,
to
you
them.
figure they did 12-inch, or was it 10 or 12-inch?
yes, Tia Carrera.
Yeah, the neighbor's saying it.
Yeah, that was going out of fashion by 83.
Yeah.
Yeah. But anyway,
Injection
And then they
molded.
became
Wasn't that
Hot
a game
Toys.
recently?
Talk about it. Yeah, True Lies.
Mego became
True
Hot
Lies was-
Toys.
True Lies.
So,
I know we're gonna get to True Lies.
we
at some
got
point, but
the
True Lies
first
was a
Mario Brothers
testosterone
game.
boost of a movie.
The first Mario Brothers game.
not Super Mario Brothers. Mario
No,
Brothers.
the Mario.
Yeah,
Brothers.
yeah.
Where you're,
well,
where you're just
arcade.
moving back and
Remember
forth,
those?
and you're hitting like the POW and knocking things around.
yeah.
It
Yeah.
was the mini game in Mario 3, which I feel like most people remember that more than the original
Yes. Yep.
game.
I remember.
But that hit the arcade in '83.
Another
Also in the
fran-
arcade, Dragon's Lair, Bomberman, Xevious, Punch Out, and the Star Wars arcade.
Punch
game.
Out was an arcade? I don't remember that.
Yeah.
It was.
Yeah.
Huh.
This is
Um,
pre Mike Tyson Punch Out.
Yeah. And
It was
I
like
could've
they were like
sworn
green
Mike
wire
Tyson's Punch-Out
frames.
came out first.
No. No, this was like a big
that came out
stand up. The
later 80s.
characters were much like closer to the screen, bigger builds, and like Mac was a green wireframe, and you could see through them. And I think there were like two like joystick sort of things that you kind of punched with, from what I recall.
They adapted Punch Out into Mike Tyson's Punch Out for the Nintendo.
I see it. He's like a wire thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see it.
No, I remember the game. You know, I remember playing it.
You know, Mario's Super Mario.
What?
Another franchise.
What did you say?
Every game that you listing right now, I've invested some quarters in them mugs.
Oh yeah. And I
miss arcades, man.
Had limited list here. I'm curious which ones I missed from this year, because like there's a big boom in the '80s with all these games in the arcade.
Yeah.
But
and Mario has definitely stood the test of time.
Absolutely.
And this is like golden age of Atari and ColecoVision and those consoles just before the crash.
Yeah.
So
you muted yourself.
The Sega Master System and the Nintendo.
No, we're getting there. Not quite.
Yeah, these were before. Yeah, they were before them. Yeah, they were coming. Yeah.
Television. Yeah.
The rabbit. So are we? Oh, we haven't gotten to the home consoles yet. No, we had to have gotten.
Look, if it doesn't fall on the 5-year anniversary time frames that we're doing, we're not going to talk about it. We're not talking about it.
Nope.
Think about it. We're doing like 80, 75.
We mentioned plenty that's
70. Like everything's in 5-year intervals that we're doing.
Just for the viewers and chat squad tuning in that totally don't have any idea what's going on, not like me. What was the framework here as far as every 5 years over what, 100-year period?
Yeah, we started
100 years ago.
100 years ago in 1928 with Disney and Warner Brothers, both 100-year anniversary.
So the people out there are happy for the recap. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Jeremy.
I ain't Jeremy. So what do we got next? 88. Oh, this is a very good year.
It is a very good year.
Yes.
Most important that year, Ernest Saves Christmas.
God bless you.
They Live. Beetlejuice. Who Framed Roger Rabbit? Coming to America.
Jessica. Coming to America.
Die Hard. Naked
Bruce.
Yes, this movie.
Welcome to the party, pal.
Child's Play. Twins.
Oh.
Yeah, fuck that Chucky shit.
Rain Man. The Land Before Time. Oh, and Mac and Me.
I would never sit at the edge of a bed that had like a thing hanging over it, like that scene where he sliced the dude's Achilles. Child's Play, I mean, like it was a rational fear in my mind, well into my teens. It was. I mean, I was always gonna get cut. I just knew it.
Fucking doll! Kick the goddamn doll! Just stop it.
Yeah,
I am going to send Wolf a Chucky doll.
We're definitely doing our 1-year anniversary. Definitely.
Thank you, Rain Man.
88. Yeah.
Oh, y'all missed him say Rain Man. Okay, don't act like y'all didn't get that fucking reference.
We got it.
Oh, I actually didn't get it, but now I get it. I honestly didn't.
I got your reference.
I didn't at first. I didn't at first.
Did you go to buy underwear?
No. I had to go pull one out because you showed up late.
Oh my god,
man! I gotta say, I'm just going to Roger Rabbit. That movie blew my mind because it had Disney characters and Warner Brother characters in the same movie.
That big crossover that we
Bugs
didn't know
Bunny
anything about.
and
that's what blew your mind.
The original Forbidden Door.
That was crazy. Like
I think
8 years old.
I think it was Jessica Rabbit. It kind of blew my mind that watching that movie.
Well,
she blew my something.
Yeah.
This doesn't seem right. Is this okay to watch?
I got lost in the comments. What y'all talking about?
88.
Roger Rabbit.
1988.
Oh
Roger Rabbit.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Die Hard.
It was the year of the. Let's start a super nerd fight of what is a Christmas movie or isn't a Christmas movie. Started in 1988.
Anyway.
Oh, you're talking about Die Hard.
Arguing for 35 years.
35 fucking years about what is or isn't a Christmas movie.
Well, and I mean, either way, that franchise has spawned how many movies over the last 35 years?
2 good ones and 3 not so good ones.
Oh no, the third one was good with
No,
Samuel L.
I
Jackson.
think
That
all
was
of
the
them were
2.
actually
That was
good.
the 2 good ones. You said how many sequels? 2 sequels.
Just-
Number 2, number 3. 2 sequels.
I think
So-
I think A Good Day to Die Hard may have been the suck one, but the previous 4,
Live Free
I
and
really
Die
did
Hard was
like.
not any better. I'm sorry to tell you, they crashed a fucking cab into a helicopter. Fuck y'all. That movie was trash. That movie was trash.
Do I need to point out what they do in Fast and Furious now?
Oh yeah, Miss Willow.
Oh, so what you're saying is you're a super Fast and Furious fan.
I hate the Fast and Furious.
Exactly.
But I could believe the cab.
Willow,
I could believe the cab.
Yeah.
Willow,
Hot
the
take?
non-woke version.
Hey, real quick, hot take on that Ernest
I
Christmas
haven't even
movie.
watched it.
Yeah.
That third best Santa in film.
Well, we got one from Wes here too.
Yeah, I mean, Die Hard.
your
The
numbers
first
are
3 Die
falling lower
Hard
and lower
movies
in
was
my
the
book,
greatest
dude.
Christmas movies. Was 3 of the greatest Christmas movies out there.
Third one
Die
wasn't a
Hard
Christmas
3
movie.
was not set at Christmas time.
It was done in the summer.
Yes, it does.
Summer.
No,
Yes, it
Die
does.
Hard 3 was a
It was
summer movie.
Only in the
Yep.
summer.
Die Hard
We're
3
talking about
was a Christmas movie.
1000%
No
they're
way.
talking about
No, we're
how
not
they
doing
had
this.
it
We're
was
not
more-
doing this.
Wait, stop. Everybody stop. Die Hard 3 with Samuel L. Jackson was done in the summer. If you remember, they're running around in
Oh shit!
t-shirts.
Yeah, no, I'm thinking
the
about Die
park
Hard
and
2. I'm thinking about
sweatpants
Die Hard
and-
2.
Okay.
My bad.
Talking about
Yeah.
how hot it
That's
was
on
and they were
me.
drinking water.
Die
in
Hard
the
2
park
is the
and all
ice
that.
pick through the eye thing.
Yeah.
Yes.
Where they take
Yes.
down a helicopter with a phone line, like the
Yeah.
good one.
Die Hard 3 was in New
Canada.
York. Yeah,
Yes.
but still, that movie was dope too. Die Hard 3.
Die Hard 3 is.
Can you go and like throw something at your neighbor just across the yard or something?
I'm gonna tell the HOA on them because that's one of the.
She wanted to die.
I mean, Last Boy Scout was a good movie. Don't get me wrong, but
Last Boy Scout was awesome. I love that.
Yeah,
movie, but that is not a
Die Hard awesome, but it was actually
dude,
I'm
Halle
trying
Berry,
to-
man, even though she wasn't in it long, like shit.
man. They killed Halle Berry in the beginning of that movie, man. I was so
that whole
mad.
movie was good, dude. I still laugh every time I think about Damon Wayans hitting that big dude in the
What's the
football right in his face. Dude,
when
I
he was
love
in the
that
pool
shit,
getting hit,
dude.
yo,
in the hot tub. Yeah, I love that shit, dude. And Ain't Life a Bitch, Billy Blanks, like long before everybody ever heard of his
Right,
freaking
yeah.
movies and all that. I used to love that movie, dude. I loved it. I ain't gonna lie.
All right.
Oh
So-
shit, that was Billy Blanks, wasn't it?
The actor.
Yeah.
All right, so back to the 88 list.
Ricky knows stuff.
And that was
things.
before he got hot. Before he came
Hey,
out.
Derek,
with
that's what I
Blues
do.
and
I drink
Tabo.
and I know things, dude. That's what I fucking do.
See?
That's osmosis.
What are the video games for 88?
Yes, sir. I do. I do.
So
do
games
you
in
need
88.
Die Hard, Derek? Yes, I do.
All right, we got the Sega Mega Drive, which is the Genesis, was released in Japan that year.
Yep.
We have in the arcade, we have Altered Beast,
Mm-hmm.
Ghosts and Ghouls, Ninja Gaiden.
There you go.
Yes.
There you go.
Ninja Gaiden.
Well, here's a fun one. The 30. I'm sorry. Is the first issue of Nintendo Power magazine
Nintendo Power.
that year.
With Super Mario 2.
I had-
Now, Super Mario Brothers 2 and 3, but 3 was in Japan at the time. It was
No, I
a
meant on the
little bit
cover of the
later.
first Nintendo Power,
Yeah.
but
Oh.
yes.
And
Yeah, I got you.
that issue, I think, is worth a lot
No,
of money.
but
for
Super
anybody.
Mario
Right.
2 and 3 are that year.
Yeah. Super Mario 2
Nintendo
released
Power.
America side. Super Mario 3
Japan
went to Japan.
for,
And in
3.
89, it released here after The Wizard.
Super Mario 2 was horrible. Hated that game.
You're crazy.
But
still
Super Mario
Doki
3 will
Panic.
always be my favorite.
Got one more.
3
game I
is definitely
listed,
amazing.
Double
Well,
Dragon 2.
3 was the one where they introduced Raccoon Mario, right?
Yeah, with
Yeah.
the suit,
3
and he could
yeah.
fly, and
Yeah, he
But
fly
I
Well,
love
and the
that game.
Koopalings
Yeah,
and
man. I
the
hated that
airships
game, man.
and
Or you
Yep,
get-
and the
you-
airships. Oh yes.
You could
Yeah.
get the
These where it
teddy
all
bear.
began.
You could get the teddy bear and turn into the little statue
Tanuki
so they
suit.
couldn't hurt you. Nope, the Tanuki suit was a
Tanuki-
raccoon.
Tanuki
there's
No,
a
and
right.
raccoon
They're-
and a
they're
Tanuki.
two separate
Tanuki suit
suits.
turned into the fucking
Yeah.
statue.
One is
But-
the ears and the tail. The other's full body.
Yeah, the one
Wait.
I always liked better than that was Mario World. Like the cape with the flying, like I used to love that
Yeah.
game. But
We're
3
kinda-
does hold up.
we're kind of cheating on Mario 3 though, because we didn't get it here, I don't think, until 90.
No, yeah, but it was released in overseas.
Yeah.
It's that's a little cheating. I mean, it came out, right? It was released somewhere. We didn't get it yet, but
we're all inclusive. We don't think only America matters. We like the whole world in 1980.
So real quick,
this is a woke podcast. You ain't know
that? Come on, Jeremy, wake up. Wake up.
We're talking about 88. Madden did come out in 88.
Was it Madden? Did we miss Madden?
First Madden? Like the first Madden,
yeah.
Wait,
wow, okay.
I don't remember.
What was that on though? That wasn't 3DO yet. That was just PC.
No, Super Nintendo. It was Super Nintendo.
No, not yet. Super Nintendo wasn't until 90s.
Out yet.
91. Yeah.
So this had to be PC, right?
It must have been.
MS DOS. Yeah.
Trip Hawkins.
It must have
bringing
been.
it raw.
Talk about MS DOS. Like
originally released
Commander
for the
Keen.
Apple II computer.
Do you remember Commander Keen? I think that might have been around.
But Madden?
Time.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. All right.
Yeah, Commander Keen would have been around the same time on the MS DOS because I remember doing the DOS prompt.
Brian,
I remember.
I would like to forget the Wizard as much as you'd probably like to forget Kroll.
I brought up the Wizard. What are you talking about? The Wizard was not bad because it was the first time I saw Mario 3 and it was amazing. And it had the guy from the Wonder Years back before he was Fred Savage.
They actually had one of those Nintendo World Tour things in Pittsburgh. I think the same year the Wizard came out, and you got to go and you
Pittsburgh's
played
not a real place.
Yeah, it is. And you get to play. It was like they sent you through a competition that to get X number of coins in Mario, and then it sent you straight to Rad Racer, and you had to get so far on it, and then it put you in Tetris, and whatever your score was at the end of Tetris, the more time you had, the more score you would have, and they sent you through. I was shit. But it was fun, and I got to play like Fester's Quest for the first time, and all sorts of games.
I remember Fester's Quest.
It was badass.
Wasn't that the one where they gave out the first gold cartridge game or whatever? Like that was like the prize or some nonsense back then.
There was something with
it was like
with
some
Nintendo
big
Power,
deal. Yeah,
with that. But yeah, that was later. Anyway,
wow.
Yeah, I used to subscribe to Nintendo Power.
Yeah,
I used to love getting those
day
episodes,
one. I had a lasting subscription to that mug.
I think I read that Contra covered one. I think until the pages fell apart, dude. Like Contra was my jam. And anything Contra, I was.
What was your favorite Contra?
Up, down, down, left, right, BA start.
Yeah, right. Yeah. That was the third.
To this day,
third
my youngest.
one.
Now you met the first one, the very first one on NES. It was the very first game I ever played on NES. Like these rich kids that I grew up with, they got the NES before everybody, and they had that game playing it on a big screen where the damn side to side was bigger than the actual left to right of the fucking big screen. Like
right.
Playing that game and was my love of home consoles. I'd played all the old Activisions and all that stuff, but that NES was when I was like, okay, this is what I like to do. But my nostalgia to that is my youngest. Some of y'all met him. He got his first straight A report card. And out of everything we got in this house, I have every system. And I said, look, we can go to Disney. We can go to Universal. We can go to whatever movie you want. We gave him a complete free check, whatever you want to do.
Carte blanche.
His response was, I want to sit down and beat Contra with you. And we just sat down and we played Contra front to back just in the living room. And that was like a big nerd dad moment for me. And of all the things he could have chose, that's what he wanted to run. So we just played the crap out of it.
I played. My favorite Contra was Contra 3.
The Super Nintendo.
Super Nintendo.
Yeah, Super Nintendo.
Alien Wars or whatever it was.
It was just
because it was like if you played it on normal and at the end you get the regular, you leave out in the helicopter. But if you played it on hard,
you got the special ending where you went to outer space, right?
No. As you're coming out of the cave, the alien you just beat, a hard shell goes over him. He grows these tentacled legs and he's climbing up the walls, chasing you. You got to basically shoot it, just to kill it and everything. And if you didn't kill it and he kills you, you got to start the whole game all over again.
Craziness, man. Those old school games. These kids nowadays with their hand holding opening levels that show you how to do shit. Go fuck yourselves. Go back and play.
I know, right?
You kids in your virtual reality.
Hey,
yeah.
I was able to beat every game I ever owned except Friday the 13th.
Oh, fuck that game.
I'm gonna tell you the only game I've ever given up on, like completely just given up on, was Predator Concrete Jungle on the PlayStation 2. And that was just because the controls were so overly complicated. I literally took it back and just dumped it back, because that was back when Blockbuster was doing that pay $30 a month and you come in, you rent a game, you just swap it out whenever you beat it and without having to pay any charges. And that's the only game I ever turned back in was that one. But Jason gave me a run for that. That Friday the 13th on NES was
never,
nuts.
ever beat it.
I'm the only ones on
figure out what I was supposed to do. There was no internet.
Yeah.
I was so fucking mad at that game all the time.
You want two games that'll not tell you anything and leave you fucked up? Play Roger Rabbit, since we just talked about Roger Rabbit. Play
Dude,
Roger
I beat
Rabbit
the shit out of Roger Rabbit.
Play that and Dick Tracy on the NES.
Ooh.
They give you no hand holding.
Well, Castlevania 2, Simon's Quest.
That was another one.
If you don't know to sit in that corner and hold that thing for like 15 seconds, there's no way to know. Star Tropics, if you didn't have the map, the paper map that came with the game, so you could dip it in water and get the code, there was no internet to say, hey, what's this code supposed to be? You just couldn't get any further in the game.
Exactly. Yep.
Thanks for playing.
Yep.
That's some bullshit.
And I bet you I still couldn't be mad. I
Like,
bet
we
you I still
paid
couldn't
for
beat
that, or
Jason
somebody
right
did.
now.
Yeah. Castlevania 3 was probably my favorite. Yeah.
Oh, that was good.
Yeah.
First appearance of Alucard.
Alucard. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I like how when because
That's
when
what
you
I
finish those levels,
I love the way
that
you
jewel that comes up in the screen and it drops down. You can go up and get it, and then it's like if you're in these epic poses, it just stays in that pose for like 15 seconds before it reaches into the next screen.
I'll pick it up when you drop it down there.
Yeah. All right. We had 93 yet?
Or did we finish the 88 games?
No, that was 88.
Almost.
We're still in 88.
The last things that I had for 88, Venom in Spider-Man 300, and
Classic.
Todd McFarlane, the last good thing he did before Spawn.
And the first Ninja Turtle toys. I was thinking about it for a second, but the first Ninja Turtle toys hit the store.
The Playmates?
Yeah, the Playmates.
Cowabunga.
Dude, my grandma used to call it Monkey Wards, but we used to raid Montgomery Wards when I was a kid to go get Turtle
Which, if
toys
it's
when they came out.
Playmates 35th anniversary, I mean, they're still putting this stuff on the shelves right now.
Isn't
Same
that crazy?
toys, not the same quality.
Yeah, now they're
not
garbage.
the same paint. That's for sure.
Yeah, I agree. I do miss game manuals with little, just to have them in the. Well, I don't buy cartridges anymore. I just digitally download everything.
But they give you, there's just that one last page where they just give you tips. And it would be like that thing he was talking about with Castlevania 2, where it'd be like, hey, you might want to try to sit in that corner for 15 seconds holding such and such. Like, those tiny little tips that would push you through the game. Yeah.
But with Nintendo games, they used to give you those little, when they come with those little books, there used to be a note section in the back where you can write notes in the back, to write notes to yourself, to be like, yo, remember to do this, or write certain codes down so you'll remember them. Yeah, I remember those little books.
And before there was any internet, again, we all had to talk about this shit. We talked about it on the playgrounds, at the lunch table.
I was going to ask, do you remember that?
Yeah, like that was the social, like you may not know what to do, but somebody you know knows a dude that knows a dude. That's how I found out about the Castlevania thing. Some weird kid that nobody talked to from like 2 neighborhoods away. Thank God for him.
Okay, maybe it was just me and my friends in school, but do you remember trying to be the fastest person to pop out the Konami code? Like, just be able to say it by rote like that? Like, it was like a thing if you were the fastest person who could input it or say it and shit like that?
No.
All right, that's cool. Fuck you, fucking normies.
I know of the things you speak.
Dormammu went to a prep school when he was younger because they had photocopiers.
Dormammu was
rich. That's rich.
About 1993.
Anyway.
All right, so yeah, let's move on to 93.
I wasn't in school. I was out of school. Man. I was in college.
First thing I got on 93 is Groundhog
I had
Day.
my first mortgage.
You were a college professor? What happened?
Can I talk about the first stuff that happened to me in 93? Am I okay?
He got tenured? Tenured college professor in 93?
Nah, I was in college.
No, come on, dude. No.
I was in college.
He was on his way to retirement.
He was retiring.
93.
He got his first AARP card in 1993.
Oh, you leave Derek alone.
Hey, Derek's a beautiful man. And we ain't talking shit about him. Look how
Since
beautiful
when
that man
is it
looks
cool
for
to talk to
122.
your elders that way?
You damn right. That's right.
Hey, I'm
Have
talking
some
about elders.
respect,
telling
you
me,
young
look,
yipper
hey,
snapper.
look how good he looks for 122. I'm not
Oh,
talking bad
yeah.
about that man.
Dude, mummification started years ago. Look at him. He's great.
Check this out.
Look at that. He got like 3 salts in his peppers after.
All right. Leave him alone.
No, it's distinguished.
That's
You look good,
focus,
dude.
focus.
All my
Focus.
original teeth. That's right. Yeah.
Good on you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Moving on.
That shit.
Moving on.
Got that.
Move along. 93,
So
guys.
93 got Groundhog Day, Army of Darkness, which Army of Darkness is also on the 10-year anniversary of Evil Dead that year.
Okay.
Batman, Mask of the Phantasm,
Yes.
Sandlot, Jurassic Park, The Fugitive, Free Willy, Demolition Man, Hocus Pocus, Bronx Tale, Nightmare Before Christmas, Mrs. Doubtfire, True Romance, Robin Hood, Men in Tights. That's our 3rd Robin Hood anniversary. Dazed and Confused, Falling Down, Philadelphia. A lot of movies.
That's a big
Pittsburgh.
movie list,
Pittsburgh
man.
is only like,
Dude, what's up with 83, 93? I feel like we got some.
I mean,
I
The
think it's
Fugitive.
nostalgia because that's our age group. This is when it's all nostalgic for us. You know what I mean? These are the big whammies for us.
Jurassic Park, 30 years.
Fuck
that,
me,
but that
I'm old,
bugs
dude.
me out.
Yeah. 30 years, that is still the record for the movie that I've seen the most times in theaters.
No, that
30
would be
years.
Titanic for me.
Nope,
It's
I did
crazy.
12
What?
times
Really?
that summer it came out. 12 times I saw Jurassic Park the summer it came out.
Titanic was
12 times. Wow.
an amazing date movie.
And by the way, 30 years later, he's only ever seen 5 minutes of the movie.
I was just to say, yeah, you've actually never seen it.
I just said I went to see it more than any other movie.
He's still only ever seen I'm the king of the world. That's the only part he's ever seen.
I still don't know who starred in that movie.
But all right, let's continue with the 93 list.
Be a lot cooler if we
Moving
did.
past the movies right into the games.
Well, no. I mean, so we have Jurassic Park. That's a huge
I
one.
still
if
got
you
the
ask me.
VHS.
Oh, it's massive.
We have the 30th anniversary this year. Mattel is doing a crowdfund for it. If anybody's happened to see the crowdfund that they're doing on the gate and the car, and I want to hear Gort's opinion.
Go.
I have questions, Gort. Before you start going crazy, I have questions about this because I'm not understanding this very well. I was talking about it with a friend. Are these 3 3/4 scaled things?
Yeah.
Like it's a 3 3/4 scale Jeep and figures and a T-Rex that's from Jurassic Park 2 with the Jurassic Park 1 freaking doors, but then the doors and the fence are 6-inch scale. What the hell's going on in this?
No,
I don't
it's all 3
understand
3/4 scale.
Okay, so go because I didn't know that. I'm trying to figure it out. So go.
Look, you people complain about the HasLab stuff, but when especially this Dragonfly, is it 280? Is that the price?
250, I think. Wasn't it 250?
I thought it was like
75.
279 or something.
Yeah, 279.
Okay.
All right, so look, 280. You're getting a like a 2.5 foot long helicopter that seats 2 dudes. It has lights.
We're talking about the Dragonfly. Yeah.
It has like all that add-on accessories, all the blast effects. You're getting, well, as of right now, you're getting 2 figures. One was base, but the other one so far.
Don't forget Mulligan.
And don't forget 6-inch
I'm not
scale
forgetting
too.
it. We didn't hit that tier yet. I'm just saying right now, because of the tiers you've hit, there's 2 figures that you're going to get. But just
that's
base offering,
that's at 6-inch scale.
It is 6-inch scale, but that's irrelevant for this. Just the size and the stuff that you get, I feel like you're getting a pretty decent deal. When and if you're getting the rest of the figures, if you didn't get any of them, I feel like you're still getting an okay deal there. It's not that bad. But the gate, the base offering is the gate and the car. That's the only thing you get. If you get to the next tier, it's like the kid and 2 fence pieces. If you get to the next tier, it's the girl and the goat, and then
with the removable leg.
Yeah, the fucking dollar store goat with the removable leg. It looks like shit. And then you get a T-Rex that's not even from that movie. It's a mold that's sitting on shelves waiting for clearance in Target right now. I mean, the car is a repaint of something that's in the store right now that comes with the T-Rex and Tim, the kid. Like all this stuff is in the store. The value of that $250, if it doesn't make all of those goals, you're fucked. Like you fucked yourself by buying a big stupid gate for $250.
Just to be funded is 5,000 backers, dude. It's a lot of backers.
What is it? They have like their version of early bird if it makes it in like 10 or 12 days or whatever.
2 weeks, yeah.
they give you like 6 or 7 little signs for like what
where the
cage you're at.
Dilophosaurus is and all that shit.
Triceratops and Brachiosaurus and like that's stupid. That's like little dollar store shit with stickers. That should just come with it. That thing is a big shiesty shit show.
Now the one thing
it's only at 1,044 backers right now.
Is it's motorized? The doors are motorized. The lights all work on it, and supposedly it has like music and sound effects on it.
It does
too.
have.
So if it plays the Jurassic Park soundtrack,
light,
I might buy it just for that.
It has
shit.
light and
I
sound.
can make you one for 125.
It has light and
That'll
sound.
do all
It's
that
like
also.
Flickering like fire.
But you'll throw it in the trash before I get it.
I said I can make you one.
Okay, I got you. Deal. Deal.
I just think it's a terrible deal. Like
the thing that pulled me out was
everything they want to give you. Like if you get all the tiers and you hit like the 10 or 12,000 or whatever the the maximum is
10.
Everything that you get that should have been the base offer.
That should have been the base.
That should have been everything for $250 with extras. Instead, that stuff is the extras. That's fucking stupid.
And I think the tiers should have been other dinosaurs.
This
This would be like making the fucking helicopter blades on the Dragonfly fucking tier.
Or maybe like, so what you're saying, it'd be like making a flight stand for
landing
a jet
gear
for a transformer as part of the
or
a shield for a tier. Like
it better really electrocute somebody for that price.
My biggest draw is the size. It's 3 3/4, which should never be in a HasLab unless they're going to go big.
Well,
like
Mattel creation,
Sky Striker. But then my other thing is the wrong Tyrannosaurus Rex. How are you going to tell me this is for Jurassic Park and then give me the Lost World T-Rex?
They already did the other one though.
But it doesn't matter. This is Jurassic Park, not Lost World. It's a whole different. It's a whole different T-Rex. This is a green T-Rex, which was not in Jurassic Park.
Nope,
that's
from
Lost
the second
World.
movie.
Yep.
Yeah. No,
so it's just all kinds of fucked up.
Dumb. It's dumb. Yeah. Man.
I'm with you on it, and I want you
fucking ass to get the HasLabs by comparison to a piece of shit like that.
And I'm with you on that because as much as I love Jurassic Park, it really is one of my favorite movies of all time.
Yeah.
Movie wise, soundtrack wise, acting wise, it's just there. It was perfectly at that time in my life when I was a kid, and so it carries over as an adult. And I don't have a single of all the hundreds and thousands of things that I have in this room and in boxes and all the tens of thousands of dollars worth of money I've spent. I don't have a single Jurassic Park thing represented anywhere.
Oh, me neither.
Really?
And I would love for this to have been that thing, but I'm not putting 3 3/4 in my display. It just doesn't fit with anything.
I was gonna tell you, like I had something in arm's reach, but I moved the T-Rex off somewhere back there. It was on my desk.
My kids have 2 Jurassic Park representation in their rooms because I got them both of those Transformer crossover things. So they have Jurassic Park in their stuff, and I don't. And it's still like one of the most important things in my life. They
did do a 6-inch line, by the way. It's pretty terrible.
Yes.
But the real truth of that is you can't have dinosaurs in that line past like raptors and Dilophosaurus.
It gets too big and out of hand. I know.
Yeah,
but I'm
like
but
in that scale is.
It's massive. It's Unicron big. I get that.
Yeah.
But I want if these walls like the gate with the Jurassic Park and the lights and the music and just the Jeep had made it at 6-inch scale, I would have backed it just for that initial 250, just for that part of it, and I would have just backtracked that bigger T-Rex that was really nice that everybody was fighting for a couple years ago, and that would have been enough for me for a Jurassic Park display.
They would charge you $500 though, probably then if it's 6-inch scale.
It's not.
Think about they have to make the new molds. They have to make the new mold for the car because that car was already out. That's one of the things that Gord is complaining about. That a lot of that stuff in this is already like if they made it bigger, then they would have to and then they're gonna charge you a whole lot fucking more.
And like if I wasn't clear with it too, like look, you're getting a Lex and a Tim figure, you're getting the
first Lex
the
Tim
Explorer, and you're getting the T-Rex. All of those things are in a store right now. I see them in Target right now.
Yep.
Isn't this like the first time Lex has ever had a figure? Like that was like a big deal back when we were kids. She never got a Lex.
This is like her third one.
Because I remember in the original line, they made a big deal that she didn't have a figure. Everybody else did, but her.
Yeah. And it was from concept stuff before the movie was like casted and filming. Because in the original toy line, the Tim was based on the book where he was older than her.
Right.
Because it was not like a little kid, the figure.
Yeah, he was a more grown. He was like a teenager.
Yeah,
type
I always
thing.
thought that was kind of interesting.
Yeah.
All right. So what else we got for 93? Are
Yeah,
we
that's
doing
a lot
video
of
games now?
Jurassic Park.
That's not enough Jurassic Park, sir.
Well, I'm just looking down
Again,
the list.
the
I mean, there's almost
soundtrack,
too much,
again, John Williams soundtrack to this day, one of my favorite soundtracks.
John Williams soundtrack is phenomenal,
dude.
Yeah.
That part, like, and I'm gonna real quick before we move on, please. Like the Jurassic Park, I talked about this one time, I think on a different pod that I'm on when we were talking about soundtracks, is that part where she's talking about the leaf. Everybody knows what I'm talking about, where she's sitting there going, oh my God, this leaf has been extinct for X amount of years. And he just reaches down and turns her head to look, and you see the Brontosaurus, Brachiosaurus. I'm not going to fight nerds up there, and the music swells up and starts playing when they look out over the water and all that. Dude, that shit used to choke me up every time I watched it. And I remember the first time I watched it with my oldest, he's a big dinosaur kid. And the first time I watched it with him, I looked over and he just had tears running down his face when that part happened. And I'm over there choked up too. So it makes like a whole connection for the two of us at that one point. Like that hit me like that when I was his age, and now he's my age. It still does it. 30 years later, he's my age as I was back then, and it still hits like that. I love that soundtrack, and I love that movie. Okay, now move forward. 1998, let's go.
What we're doing to 93 video games.
93 yet? Let's see. 93, Star Fox on Super Nintendo. Mario All-Star Super Nintendo. Mega Man X, Street Fighter 2. Got Star Wars X-Wing on the PC. Sam and Max on the PC. Doom.
Wait, which Street Fighter 2?
Which one?
Which Street Fighter 2?
Turbo, baby.
No,
that was a Turbo edition.
Turbo's.
I think Street Fighter.
No, he's right.
Before 98.
Yeah, Street Fighter 2 is 91.
No, this is 93. This is 93.
We're 93.
Oh, we're still in 93. Okay.
Yeah, 93.
I thought we were in 98.
No, Turbo edition, baby. Super Nintendo. Turbo
edition. Let's see, Kirby's Adventure, Gunstar Heroes, Disney's Aladdin, Mortal Kombat 2. Mortal Kombat 2 and Street Fighter 2 same year.
Yeah, because they had that in the when I was in college, when we had a section down there where they had put like 3 arcade games up there. One of them was Street Fighter 2. The other one was Mortal Kombat 2.
That's wrong.
They just released that console.
That is not right. That can't be right.
Yeah.
Street Fighter 2 and the first Mortal Kombat would have crossed over, but by the time Mortal Kombat 2 came along, it was at least hyper fighting, maybe turbo. I don't think Super Street Fighter 2 was yet, but
no. I said the what did I say?
I don't know.
No, I'm talking. I said Street Fighter 2. No, the first Mortal Kombat in 93.
Yeah.
You know what?
Yeah, in 93.
I think Street Fighter needed a better
the arcade console. I'm talking about the arcade consoles.
Too many editions.
Well, 93, was that when the right to censor or whatever the real world version of that isn't when they started trying to ban Mortal Kombat and Night Trap, and was that 93? You guys remember?
Yeah,
93 or 94?
Well, around that. I forget because I think I might have read it and not put it on the list that E for Everyone and like the rating system was changed.
Yeah, the rating system.
ESRB was definitely
around
that time. Yeah.
Mortal Kombat was the result of the rating system came out.
There's nothing about what we're talking about. I just saw the comments. And Too Hard and Furious said Jeremy B is the Peter North of the ROC.
I'll just go with it, Jeremy.
I'm sorry. Dude, I fucking love it, dude. I fucking love that, dude. I don't know why.
Who's Peter North?
Bend over and I'll show
Don't
you.
act like you don't.
Shut up.
I wasn't talking to you.
Don't act like you don't know.
Wow.
I'm sorry, guys. I was way off what we were talking about, but I just saw that. It was killing me.
Look it up, not on your work computer.
Yeah, just Google it. No, do it. Hey, it's safe for work. Don't listen to this guy. Right. Tell him Miss Sean.
I'm looking at this link for wow, I didn't know that. We'll talk about that later. Okay.
Yeah, but all that, like,
we got to get to 98.
I know y'all are saying it's wrong, but I remember Mortal Kombat and Street Fighter doing that for the first year. Kind of, we're putting out number 2. Well, guess what? Fuck you. We're putting out number 2. Number 2 might not have been home console the same year as Street Fighter 2, but
Yeah,
it was
this
probably
actually-
arcade version in
That's what I
90
said. The arcade
in
version.
'93.
Yeah.
I think it was arcade versus the home console. Turbo 2 was the home edition that year. Like that
The
was
home
the Super
edition didn't
Nintendo.
come out for a couple of years after their first release of the.
It's
the
all
arcade.
so close.
Street Fighter 2 Turbo was like within the
kind of
first
lost in the sauce here, boys.
was like the first year or two of Super Nintendo. Like it was one of the first games that really pushed the Super Nintendo into everybody wanted one. Was Street Fighter 2 Turbo?
Yep.
Right. But
I mean, I feel like that was that and Mortal Kombat were pushing both of the consoles, but Genesis getting pushed for Mortal Kombat for the blood.
Everybody, yep, they wanted the blood.
ABAC.
Yep, and and then on Super Nintendo, you had to put the little things at the bottom, like the switch them around, the little medallions at the bottom. You had to put the code in real quick before the game loaded.
Yeah, I always fucked that up.
I think you're remembering it wrong.
Am I remembering the other Mortal Kombat?
I don't know. I don't even know what you said.
Different version.
Yeah. I missed that one.
Last two things for '93. Mighty Morphin Power Rangers started the Power Rangers franchise in North America.
Yeah, it did.
And
We blame you,
Marvel-
1993, for all this trash still coming out on TV now.
Bond.
Knock off Voltron. I don't care if it came first.
In Marvel
See, I didn't call it. I
30th
was excited
anniversary.
because I thought of it as a live action Voltron because I was a huge Voltron fan when we were kids. I was excited for the first like 2-3 seasons. Once the first movie came out, I was all the way out. I was
When I first saw it, I was like, "Why the fuck are they trying to be Voltron?"
I never got into Power Rangers at all. What year is this again? We're 90.
This is right when we found boobs,
93?
Eric.
Yeah.
This is
Yeah,
right
yeah.
around that time.
Since
like-
y'all want to be that guy,
That might be. That might.
I was past the boob stage of that area.
But Jeremy,
so
that was
I'm
actually during
still
the
like
beginning
that
of
stuff.
this show. If you were watching carefully.
Congratulations to us all.
Yes, sir.
Merry
Yeah,
Christmas
yeah.
to everybody.
93. Yeah, I was 15. Yeah, I was kind of out of all of it, getting out of
you were
most
young.
of the.
Eric's
Well,
like
you were
90.
17. You were only.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
well,
no.
you were
79. Like in 93 was his first grandkid. Like
I will say this: like I remember going to the stores
I
and
was
seeing
18,
Power
19.
Rangers toys and like kind of giving them a side eye, but I was like, nope.
I like the show, but not the toys. I didn't get into the toys. The toys were too.
I didn't get into either. 'cause,
Hey, same
you know,
here. Same here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Power Rangers was just trash to me, man. I mean, not knocking anybody that do like it, man.
I am.
I'm just like, yo, I couldn't get into it.
All right, what we got? We got anything more for 93?
No. We
98.
went there. And,
We're speed rushing now. 98.
98. I'll start that off with this is one of my absolute favorite movies, The Big Lebowski.
Oof.
Good
And,
movie.
Still never seen it.
good
I'm gonna let you
movie.
on it. I'm
It's
gonna let
like
you on
your
a secret.
opinion,
Still
man.
never seen it. Still
Wow.
have never seen that movie.
We gotta give you some homework on that one.
Wow, you gotta go watch that soon.
Wedding Singer, Wild Things.
Yes.
Wild thing.
I'll leave
Wild
Wild
Things.
Breathing Room.
Wild
Yeah.
things. Let's talk about Wild Things for a second.
No. We'll be here all night long, and we'll get this show booted. Don't even.
Let's talk about how Nev Campbell copped out
Yeah.
I know, right?
and Denise
Get over
Richards did
yourself.
not.
Hold on.
Yeah, the last good Denise Richards movie.
The only good Denise Richards movie.
You didn't like her in Starship Troopers?
She was a nobody. What was it about her?
Not a
She was
Denise
just there.
Richards movie. Like
She
she
was
was in
just
it,
there.
I know, but
She was the eye candy for that movie.
They were in
I
jumpsuits
like the
whole
redhead
time.
better than her in that.
I mean, if we're
No,
gonna
he did
talk
hook
about-
up-
If we're
he did
gonna
hook
talk
up with the
about
other girl.
friggin', wild things, I'm gonna put on the good lights, like brown,
Brown
chicken,
chicken, wow, wow.
like we're really gonna do this. We're gonna talk about wild things, man.
All right. Deep
Kimberly can
Impact.
still go. Oh, he's talking about Power Rangers still.
We got Deep Impact, Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas, The Truman Show, Saving Private Ryan. I put The Parent Trap in there, Blade.
Was Saving Private Ryan really 98? Holy shit! I thought that was a
Yeah.
2000s movie.
You're
We also
thinking
got,
Band of Brothers.
Rush Hour. Yeah, but-
The same
Great show, though.
movie.
Great show, by the way. Great
Yeah,
show. But
it was.
yeah, no, wrong movie.
Brothers, yeah, bro.
Wrong show.
Rush Hour, American History X, Enemy
Rush
of the
Hour.
State, and The Waterboy.
Nice.
Water
Really,
boy.
really
You
good
can
movies.
do it. I love the Water Boy.
I love
Man.
the why are alligators so cranky? They're so cranky because they got all them teeth and no toothbrush. once again, Mama is wrong. Dude, I can quote that.
No, Colonel Sanders, you're wrong.
You're wrong. And he's like,
Mama's right.
I
This
probably
was
haven't
back-
watched that movie in 20 plus years, and I still.
This is back when Adam Sandler was kind of still doing good shit.
Yeah.
Water sucks.
He didn't change, man. You changed.
Maybe,
Yeah,
maybe.
that's
I
right.
guess it was
That's
like
right.
That might be
Still
hey,
the same. You
hey,
matured.
hey. Gatorade.
Yeah. Water
H2O.
sucks. It really, really
Gatorade.
That was great.
That girl's
I
the
love that
devil.
movie. Dude.
What music came out
that
in
that movie will
98, Brian?
forever be one of my favorites.
98 would have been DMX, baby. All year. DMX
All year
was
long.
Hard DMX. Uh-huh. It's Dark and Hell is Hot was jamming in 98. What was that? Was the Quimini 98? The Outkast album? Like, don't.
No, that was.
97, 98 was a Quimini.
Yeah, maybe.
Because Stankonia was 2000. Like, if you want to talk music, let's talk music,
Right.
boy. We'll be here all night. Tell Eric
Yeah.
to pull up a cot. We ain't getting out till like 1 o'clock in the morning. All right, what else you got for 98?
That's
Dude?
why I got the button to just.
It's gonna be like,
Doing.
yeah, we're still in 2003. Fuck y'all. Good night.
It's coming.
Yeah, we'll finish it next anniversary.
In 98, we have the Sega Dreamcast. That came out.
Only one I remember was AVP.
Whoa.
Japan.
That was the one I really
Okay. My bad. I don't know what's wrong with me tonight. I'm like, no, it did not.
Well, actually,
I am actually out my ass tonight. I don't know what's wrong with me. I apologize. Forgive me. Whew.
The one I always played on there was the AVP game because that was the first one where you could choose between the two.
So
Like, where you
in,
could choose between the alien, the predator, or the
1998,
human.
we got the Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time.
My game to this day still top 10, maybe even top 5.
You know, speaking of like top games, Turok 2: Seeds of Evil and Star Wars Rogue Squadron. That's in my top.
Turok would have made my top, not Turok 2. Turok 2 was awesome, but I remember Turok
blows
blowing
that
my
first one
mind.
out of the water.
But then that's Rogue Squadron. I still have that on the 64 in the living
Rogue
room. We still
Squadron
play it from time to time.
Fucking good. I wish they would. They should just HD remaster that fucking thing and put it out because every squadrons and all that stuff, it's not as good.
I want somebody to. I want
Good.
somebody to give us a more modern controller that still adapts to my N64, so I don't have to change the system. I just want to get the new controller.
Xbox controller
Fuck an
emulator
Xbox
on your
controller.
PC.
I have an actual 64 hooked up to my TV, so I just need the controllers with the ports.
And I sold my 64 at an NJCC a couple years ago
For like $10 and a pack of cigarettes.
No, I sold it for pretty good money to another vendor actually. But I tried hooking it up to the TV before that. Like, do I want to do this? And man, you need a CRT TV for that. It looks shit on the
CRT was more NES definite. You had to have it for the NES and Super NES, but the 64 you can kind of get away with. It's the controllers. Those, as good as I take care of my stuff, and when I got my controllers, I took them apart and I resoldered a bunch of stuff and rewired a bunch of stuff so they weren't as loose like with the joystick. But even still, they're so floaty. Like those I can't even play GoldenEye on it anymore. Try to shoot somebody in the head. I fucking dare you. You're not going to hit them. You're going to hit the wall 10 feet to their right. It's ridiculous how hard it is to shoot with that game now.
Proxy mines in the facilities would solve that problem. Just
saying. Hey, paintball in the facilities with Golden Gun was my jam because I used to run around painting my name on the walls, and then when you go look at it, try to figure out what it said, I'd just shoot you.
So also 98 Metal Gear Solid on PlayStation. StarCraft on PC.
You know they're remaking that Metal Gear Solid. They're doing the first 3 remakes on the Switches.
Yeah. That's what I was. That's what I was talking about. I can't wait. I'm a Metal Gear junkie, man.
I'm getting that and the Arkham remakes on the Switch. Like, can't wait for them.
Yeah, my favorite Metal Gear was Guns of the Patriots on PS3. I bought the PS3.
The Sons of the Patriot number 2. Number 2.
No, that's
Metal
Sons
Gear.
of Liberty.
That was 4.
Sons
No,
of
actually,
Liberty.
that was 4.
Sons of Liberty. That was 4.
Sons of Liberty was number 2.
Yeah, I like the first 3.
I
Up
bought
to
a
Snake
PS3
Eater
because of Guns of the Patriots. Yep. So
up to Snake Eater. After that, that story got so convoluted.
It did.
After that,
I mean, it was hard enough to follow the first 3, but after that, it was just nuts.
Yeah, because Guns of the Patriots, when they introduced, was it that one or the third one where they introduced Raiden?
That was the second.
That was
one.
2.
Was it 2? Okay, yeah.
After you got off the
when you're on the platform, the oil platform.
Yeah, because they made a spin-off game with just him.
Oh yeah, he was like a ninja.
Yeah, the ninja one. Yeah, and that was like a third-person fighter game. It was really weird.
It's so strange that this is happening because Konami kind of stopped doing video games at all. They divested all their video game divisions and sold all their shit for years, and it just out of nowhere they come back as a publisher again. It's super weird, but an interesting thing to look at, I guess.
I wouldn't be surprised if they're doing that to work up the capital to get back into the gaming market. It would make sense.
Let's move to 2003 before we start getting yelled at. Everybody else is being quiet.
Oh no, I still
got titles on here.
Yeah, keep going. 98. Where we at?
What did I guess that? Yeah, StarCraft, Banjo Kazooie, first Soul Calibur in the arcade, Mario Party, first Mario Party game on Nintendo 64. Baldur's
Thank you,
Gate.
Jeremy. Say that again.
Sorry, did I say that out loud?
Say it again.
Baldur's Gate and Half-Life.
Half-Life is something that's crazy because Half-Life and Half-Life 2 are something that people still play actively to this day and still fight and argue over about this game to this day. And that's nuts to me.
Well, that's kind of everything, actually.
Yeah, it is.
Old things to this day.
All right, 2003, go.
It's like year of the sequels: X-Men 2, Matrix Reloaded, Matrix Revolutions, Too Fast, Too Furious, Terminator 3, Bad Boys 2, Freddy vs. Jason, Return of the King, Underworld, the Star Wars Clone Wars micro series. That's the Genndy Tartakovsky one.
Underworld was amazing.
This is what I'm hearing for most of that year. Just X-Men 2,
facts.
Year the sequels and trash.
Matrix, Fast and Furious.
Well, speaking of trash, the Ang Lee Hulk movie.
I think there was a couple good ones you mentioned there, but
can you imagine?
Don't ever watch it, Walter.
Those CGI.
This is a transitional period.
I won't. Don't worry.
The CGI Hulk pit bulls are now.
Bad Boys 2 was epic though.
Bad Boys 2 wasn't a bad one.
Yeah, Bad Boys 2 was dope. But
Freddy vs. Jason, I will always enjoy that movie for what it is.
It's in good fun.
It's just something that we all wanted if you watch.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine for what it is. But also, X-Men 2 and Matrix and oh god, just
that was a rough year. 2008, go before we keep thinking about 2008.
We got video games. Well,
no, it's 2003. 28 days later, Pirates of the Caribbean, Curse of the Black Pearl.
Movie.
That's the first one.
Good movie.
Kill Bill Volume 1, Bad Santa.
Good movie.
Monster.
Bad Santa was good.
Elf.
Good movie.
Finding Nemo. Elf, 20 years ago.
Elf is that being 20 years old is crazy because it's become almost a Christmas classic for our generation.
That's
and
one of
I
the
can't
few
believe
movies
it's
that kind of did it quickly like that.
Yeah.
It's like my kids' Christmas story. It's automatic every year. They got to watch out.
Now I put this one.
Jesus.
I put this one and I had a reason for it. Soul Calibur 2, and Jeremy, you might know the answer to this. I put it because, despite the other one already being on there, but it's the first time I remember there being cameos from
multi-platform
outside things.
Yep.
Not like
Yoda, Darth Vader, and Link, I believe.
Link was
Yoda,
the one for the
Vader and
GameCube.
were that was Soul Calibur 4. Soul Calibur 2 was Link, Spawn, and there was a guy
Spawn. Spawn was the Xbox one. Yep,
Yes.
I remember that.
And Link was
Okay,
GameCube.
yeah, that's true.
Yeah, because Vader and Yoda were
Later. Yeah. See,
I think Yoda was Xbox and Vader was PlayStation.
Xbox.
Yeah.
That was a later one because the Xbox one of this generation was Spawn.
Yeah.
No,
you're
right.
I think you're right. I think you're right. You're right.
And Star Killer, of course.
Yeah, I think they were the first ones
I like how you
to do
said.
it.
I like how you said, Jeremy. I think you'll appreciate. Fuck you. I play video games too.
That appreciate it.
Okay, so what year are we in? We're still in 2003, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. So I got.
This
I got
is when
two
you were
more.
out voting for Bush. Huh?
I got 2 more for.
Fuck that.
Dude, will you leave
I got
him
2 more
alone?
for 2003. Knights of the Old Republic.
Okay.
I'm saying is massive, but
Yeah.
probably the most important to a lot of people in the realm of collectors, the very first Transformers masterpiece, MPO1.
Wow. God
20
damn,
years,
20
20 years
ago?
later, we still don't have a full art cast.
Nope.
You only got one Dinobot and one
Good
Dinobot.
job. Good job,
Good job.
Takara. You had one fucking job, and in 20 years, you fucking blew it.
Hey Wes, I think this makes me like
3
you
different
more.
primes.
Wow. 3? I got 3
MP1,
on my
MP4.
shelf.
Well,
Hey, look,
1, 10, and 44.
Look, I was gonna say I got 3 on my shelf, and they're only MP10s because I got the B, I got the regular, and I got the fucking shattered glass one. We have like
Insane.
5 million.
Put out that cliff jumper already.
Oh Jesus!
All right, so
Tell him, Wolf. Tell him, Wolf.
going into 2008, 15-year anniversaries. I'll start this off with everybody's favorite. This is the start of everybody's favorite franchise, Twilight.
Go fuck yourself. Just for saying that. I'm not gonna
You
go
love
fuck
those
yourself.
movies, Ricky. Don't you lie to me?
Nope, I've only ever seen the first one, and that's because my ex-wife made me.
This is the skin of a
Let me
killer.
emphasize, my ex-wife made
Did
me
you
watch
just
that
quote
movie.
the movie?
I fucking did. I hate that movie. Fuck that movie.
But you quote it, so you've
I
seen
did.
it
I
at
don't
least more
care.
than once.
I don't think I
remember.
can quote anything about it.
Look, I don't even have to
Skin of
remember the
a
movie. I can be like,
killer.
look at me, I'm a gothic
you.
vampire, and I'm so sad about being a teenager. I bet you that was somewhere in one of the movies. I don't know. I don't remember them.
All right.
What else you got?
That guy
You're
was
horrible
Batman.
for
You
saying
got,
that first. By the way.
let's see, Cloverfield, Indiana
Good.
Jones, and Kingdom of the Crystal Skull.
Fuck off times 2.
Wally, Hellboy 2, The Golden Army, The Dark Knight. And then we have like this great string of comedies, Forgetting Sarah Marshall, Step Brothers, Pineapple Express, Tropic Thunder. None of
Yes.
these movies would get made today the same way.
Exactly.
Did
You're
we just
absolutely
become best
right.
friends? Yep.
I think Step Brothers. I think Step Brothers could do it. Sarah Marshall could be done again, same
I don't
way.
think. I don't
I don't
you
think
remember
Tropic Thunder can. We know that ain't gonna
Tropic
happen.
Thunder
I don't think
can't.
you remember the beginning of Sarah
Tropic
Marshall
Thunder
as well as.
Oh, I
not
do remember,
be
but
done.
I there's nothing that.
Are you talking about like full frontal male nudity? Because like Game of Thrones, bro. Like
Yeah, like I can still
Right.
see them doing it for
But
Sarah
making
Marshall.
a joke out of it, just not just
Yeah.
having it would be one thing, but they made sure they made a whole big deal about
Yeah,
it.
no, I think they
Some woke
can. I
person
think
be like, "Don't make fun of my micro penis," and that movie would not get made.
I blacked out there for a second. Wait, what? Micro penis?
I think Pineapple Express can be done again.
maybe Pineapple Express could,
Yeah.
Jeremy's almost made us
watch that.
Jameson all over my computer.
But I know absolutely for sure.
Tropic
y'all
Thunder would have
not
massive
be in
changes.
Tropic Thunder
Oh,
again.
Tropic Thunder would have massive changes.
But, hey, Simple Jack would not be in that movie at all. Dude, you could
Time
not
out.
get away with Simple
So
Jack.
could
Well, neither
anybody
would
but Robert Downey
Jr.
Jr. get away with it? Like if Jack Black was in that role, do you think everybody would be like, "Oh yeah, he pulled it
It's
off"?
just Jack Black.
Jack Black couldn't pull that off.
yeah, but you
RDJ
raised a
is probably
good
the
question,
only
though.
one, and it wasn't even because he did it. It was because of the way he did that character. It was just it was funny and cool at the same time. I didn't find any issues with it at all, and I talked to other people around me. They was like, yo,
Most people
this character
I
was funny as
know
shit,
haven't
I
heard.
I
It's
still
the
quote
kids
that.
on Twitter who are just discovering this now. They're like, oh,
I still quote the "What do you mean, you people?" thing to people all the time. That is still the line I follow. Like, you even get close to saying "you people," and I'm all over it. I'm like stink on shit. I'm on it, bro. Like, I'm not letting you slide by without that.
Look, hold on. Just real quick, Dormammu. I don't blame him. They offered him a part in a movie, made him a millionaire. Who would turn it down? Like, he didn't need to redeem himself. It just took 20 years for us to get over him as the sparkly vampire. But I ain't mad at the man. Shit, I'll be the next Twilight if you're gonna pay me that money. Let's go.
Finishing up the movies, the Star Wars Clone Wars. This is the CGI one that starts the Filoni baloney. The
First appearance of Ahsoka.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Sky Guy.
Relax. We got the Ed Norton Incredible Hulk and Iron Man.
Hold on a second. So the Ed Norton Incredible Hulk, we're in 2008 now.
Yeah.
Okay, so it was a 5-year gap from the first one to this one. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
For the two Hulks.
Yeah. Which technically, that Incredible Hulk is still considered canon in the MCU.
Well, actually, they got it on Disney Plus.
Edward Norton one.
Yeah. They just recast them is what they had to do.
Because Iron Man is considered the start of the MCU, which was 2007. That Hulk is actually considered canon to the MCU.
Yeah.
Everything that happened in there, it's just a
Iron Man's 2008.
Yeah, Iron Man's 2008.
Was it the same year?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Same year. Yeah.
Well, but it's still considered part of the MCU because of when
you would think 2 hours into the show, we would just believe.
Hold on a second. Haven't you only been here for an hour? Don't come in here talking about how long the show's been on. You just showed up late as fuck, dude. Don't come in here being that guy.
Ricky, don't talk like that to our guest, okay?
Anyway,
what's he gonna not come back next anniversary?
Shit, you ain't nobody. All right, no. I don't even know what I was gonna say now.
2 hours on. 2 hours.
Oh
into
yeah,
the show?
2 hours in the show. You would think that we would trust that Gort has looked at these things and written them down, and every single time he says in 2008, no, that wasn't now. That was 2007.
I'm gonna let you in on a secret. It is 1000% a link that was shared in our group and put into a spreadsheet, and I just never looked at it. That's why I'm like, are you sure that's 2008? Because I never fucking looked.
Well, I'm guilty as well, but I'm going to, from now on, Gort, I trust you implicitly.
Brink, yes, that was a
he didn't think
scene.
Return of the Jedi had an anniversary this year. I don't trust Gort no more.
All right. The video games this year: Dead Space, the first Mass Effect, the Star Wars Force Unleashed, and I put in World of Warcraft's Wrath of the Lich King, which was the last good expansion.
I'm gonna tell you that Dead Space game, I replayed it because in order to get all the little, what do they call them, the screws or whatever you had to do your skill tree for your weapons and all that.
You said do.
You had to play through that game like 7 times in order just to get enough of those parts to do those things, to do everything to get that trophy. I knew there was this one part, the very first time you see one of those space zombies, you round one corner to the left, and when you go to turn right, it pops out of the vent that's next to you. I knew it by fucking heart, and it scared me every fucking time. Every time I rounded that corner and that motherfucker popped out, I jumped every fucking time trying to get that platinum trophy. And
I haven't played the remake yet.
Hey, it's on sale right now on PlayStation Network.
Is it?
I thought about getting
$50.
Now my question is,
that's not a sale.
Is it, Jeremy? Is it an update of the graphics or
no?
Is it a change
It's
to the
rebuilt.
game?
It's rebuilt like the recent Resident Evil remakes. It's from the
Brian,
ground up.
Chill.
Does he talk in the first game?
I never played it. I still have, it's been on my list for like, what were we at, 20 years now or 15 years?
Well, the first 2 he never talks. That's why I'm asking, does the remake have him?
I haven't played it either yet.
I don't know.
It's like
I think it stays
quiet.
pretty faithful, but I think that was part of the atmosphere, right? That
Yeah,
there
it was
no
very,
sound, there
all
was
you
no
hear is
chatter.
him breathing. He never talks. He started talking in the third one. The third one was more of an action adventure platformer game. The first 2 were scary as shit. And I loved that first game. And I'm just afraid to touch that remake. Like, it scares me. Because I don't want him to mess it up.
I'll eventually play it. But all right,
Yeah,
let's
when
go.
it gets in that
Next.
$30-$35 range, I'll probably pick it up.
Probably same thing. I'm thinking of what I'm waiting for.
Yeah.
Just shoot me a link when that happens, Jeremy.
We'll do.
Last two things I got for 2008 are the 15-year anniversary for Bandai's SH Figuarts line, which started with Kamen Rider, and Max Factory's Figma, also 15-year anniversary.
Nice
so they were
shit.
always in direct
Nice.
competition, which is pretty cool.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And here we are 15 years later, and they're still shitting on each other. That's awesome.
Yeah. So 10-year anniversaries in 2013, and this is our last year. 5-year.
We're not doing. Yeah, we didn't bother with 5
Nobody
years.
cares. Yeah, nobody cares. Yeah, we were going into COVID. Nobody
So
cares.
we're
about
2013.
2013.
2013.
All right.
I got Iron Man 3, Thor: The Dark World, Man of Steel, 42, This Is the End, World War Z, Great Gatsby, Pacific Rim, The Wolverine, Gravity, Hunger Games: Catching Fire, American Hustle, Frozen, The Hobbit, Desolation of Smaug, The Wolf of Wall Street, and that's what I got for movies.
There's a lot of heavy hitters in that year.
And there's a lot of trash in there too.
Was a dope movie,
but I'm gonna tell you, if you haven't, like, outside our nerd stuff, if you never gave Chadwick Boseman a chance as an actor, go back.
Watch
and
him in 42. Watch him in 42.
That movie
is awesome.
Amazing.
Before even that, you can watch him play Thurgood Marshall in Marshall. Because that one was a really good movie.
You really want to go back on Chadwick Boseman? When I did my college class,
we can go back
for oh shit, what is this over here? The Socratic logical fallacies. There was a video that my professor made us watch, and I didn't realize it at the time. It was just talking about logical fallacies and everything. And when I saw Black Panther,
Like normal people do.
This guy looks so familiar. And somebody posted it like on one of the groups, like, oh my God, look how young he is. It was this logical fallacies video that they made us watch. Chadwick Boseman's like 17 or 18, and his dude still has like pimples all over his face. Like, he was young as shit. I was like, holy crap, I didn't make that connection. And all of a sudden Black Panther was just blowing up everywhere. But 42, awesome to watch him. Love
yeah? Well, I'm friends with his sister on Facebook.
Yeah,
I've
go
got,
fuck
I've got
yourself.
videos of him playing in his little plays and stuff in second grade. What you gonna do about that, Ricky? Huh?
I'm gonna go take a leak. Y'all enjoy this for a minute.
Yeah, let it go.
No,
Let it go.
Man of Steel for that year, man. Man of Steel is definitely my favorite Superman movie.
Hold it. You grown man, hold it. We're wrapping up in a few minutes, so I think we're down to the end. So
just squeeze it a little.
You just started 2013. Let them run on.
We're not going past 2013.
No, this is it.
What'd you say in the beginning? There's a good one.
It's the 10-year anniversary of This Is the End.
Yeah,
that's not it.
It's also the
end.
That movie was a mind fuck.
It's also the
I'm just
10-year
saying.
anniversary we got for Xbox One, The Last
And Roy,
of Us,
yes,
and
we can talk about
Star Wars
Tropic
Black
Thunder.
Series.
10 years of Black Series. Wow.
Yeah.
Dormammu eat dicks. Yeah, but that Xbox One being 10 years old blows my mind. Last of Us being 10 years old blows my mind. I still remember waiting for those things to be released. And
Last of Us might be one of the best games I think I've ever played.
And definitely one of the best adaptations
I don't have
ever
a new
made. of the game.
PlayStation.
You don't have to have the new one. It came out on PS3.
I didn't play it back then.
It was the last game on PS3 and the first game on PS4. It was one of the bridge games.
Yep.
Oh, is that right? Oh, okay.
If you play it on your PlayStation 4, it sounds like your PS4 is gonna blast off like a rocket ship.
Like you hear it speeding, like spinning up.
Is that right? Wow.
Yep. Because it was too much for that system because it was a brand new system and they overtaxed its capabilities.
Now,
Ventilation was for shit.
Because I still want to get the PS5.
Jeremy, don't come on here with your big words.
Can you get the old versions of Last of Us and play it on PS5? Or?
Yes, they actually they remastered it and re-released it for the PS5.
Oh, they did?
Mhm.
Okay, all right.
Not
because I got to play that and watch the TV series.
Yeah, you're behind on all that.
Wow, I don't think you're allowed back.
I didn't watch this. Yeah, I didn't watch
on the show,
TV
Derek.
because I
That's
wanted
when
to
you
play
watch
the
the
game.
show.
I'm so jealous of you that you get to experience both of those separate things for the first time. Like, no, for real, like that's I'm envious. I wish I could go back.
Yeah, Gord, I don't think you're allowed back
again.
on the show until you watch The Last of Us either.
Oh, okay.
Homework.
Goodbye.
I didn't watch it either.
Oh my God! I guess I guess I'll be taking applications going forward for.
It was a fun year. Bye.
So, but yeah, man. Yo, this is a very nice rundown. You know, through the anniversary memory lane. You know, I can't think of a better way to celebrate this anniversary for us, man. And I want to say to my fellow cast members, it's been an incredible year. I like to think that we had more ups than downs in this whole year, and I thank each and every one of y'all for doing this run together. And it's been an incredible year for us, and love y'all to death.
You know.
Yeah. So I'm looking forward to another year.
I'm not.
I just want to thank most of you guys for saying yes to be willing to do the show. I actually wasn't talking about you, Ricky. But I was probably talking about the person that you pointed to right now.
Joe.
But all jokes aside,
your camera froze when you did that.
I don't care.
But yes, all jokes aside, when I approach you, when we approach you guys and I asked you guys, you all said yes, except for one person. We won't name names.
Jeremy.
Listen.
Eric's not my boss. I'm saying names. It was fucking Jeremy. That guy right there.
You pointed the wrong way, Ricky.
Well, on my screen, he's over there. So
maybe
right
next
there.
year, Ricky. Get out your fucking shine box, huh?
I love your face.
Look, just being on the outside looking in on this, like you guys brought an incredible crew together. You found your chemistry right off the bat. You built on that over the year. You keep cranking out quality content, putting a new spin on stuff that's not out there, which in our
show are you
realm,
watching?
he must be watching old shows of like Breaking the Mold or something. He's not fucking watching us, dude.
If you're gonna piss on your flowers, then I'll just leave them here, and you can collect them on your way out the door. All I'm saying is, I couldn't be more happy for the year you guys have had. It's been great watching you grow, and the fact that Wolf's still on is, there's always room for improvement, but that's something for year two. You gotta leave something to work with. But no, it's what you guys do is something different than what's out there, and that's hard to do. And I think you should be celebrated for that. I think Dust always talking about building the bench and giving people opportunities and bringing the right people together is a big part of what works here. And you guys are just another example of that, and it's great. Congratulations, you deserve every bit of it.
Thank you, sir.
Gosh, thanks.
I appreciate you, Jeremy. I low key said to you, man. Like I always consider you like the sixth Beatle, the Brian Epstein of the group, dude. You put in a lot of work to help us get started, and we're always there. Any one of us reached out, you did the best you could, and you always beefed us up and made us feel good about it. So we appreciate you, dude. And you better be here next year.
Happy to do it.
Hey, Wes, go fuck yourself. Jeremy, we appreciate you, man.
You are appreciated. Yay. So I've never actually watched this show. How do you guys finish?
Well, usually Court just pulls the trigger while people are talking, but just before any triggers are pulled, if Gort or Wolf want to say anything, please do.
Whoever reported our first two episodes, go fuck yourself. That's what I'm going
to say. I think that was a contract dispute, wasn't it?
I'm still kind of salty about that one, man.
You're salty. It was my showcase got yanked. I'm still mad about that shit.
That was mine.
Was it yours on that one?
Yes.
Showcase.
Oh.
Wolf, wasn't that your contract dispute?
I think it was.
Hey, Derek, if you lean towards the mic, we'll hear you better.
Brammer, no one blamed you.
I think.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about.
I think Toddy Mac flashes for that one, man. Asshole. Anyway, but yeah, man, I'm still kind of salty about that one, man, because we'll never see episode.
Too hard and fierce.
Episode 2 or episode 3 that's not up.
It's 1 and 2 that got reported. And Dust was able to re-upload the first one, but they wouldn't let him re-upload the second one.
2 is lost to time.
It's a lost episode. If anybody got it,
yeah,
the best
be worth some money.
Did.
Mm-hmm.
Asshole.
Yeah, man.
Jeremy, I just want you to see the chat squad where you point out that you're a good fluffer. I don't know what they tell you up in Ohio, but a fluffer is not a compliment in Florida.
You know, Ricky, everybody plays a role, and I'm here to do my part.
I'm a fluffer.
With enthusiasm.
Gort, you got anything to say?
I'm a fluffer.
No, yeah. I mean, look, like 1 year, everybody's kind of said it all. Like, yeah. Yeah. Big honest, like I don't know. Big, like, look, big thank you to all the guests coming on in the beginning and launching the show that they may or may not have ever watched before.
They're here to support us when they're on it, and they don't know fuck else about it.
Yeah, no, but yeah,
I don't even think they know our names.
Oh wait, who? We got a Friday night show? What? But yeah, no, I agree. Thank you to the guests. Thank you to Dust and the rest of Jackal Squad for the opportunity to do this for last year.
And
fuck
Dom. Fuck Dom.
Damn.
You lucky I meant to send him a pizza tonight, and I totally forgot.
No, I'm not.
I totally forgot to send him the pizza on the show again. But no, I do, Dom. I do appreciate you coming on. If you guys don't know with Dom, real quick, he doesn't usually flash what he owns or what he buys. If you actually notice that. I know I missed that episode when he did it, but it was nice of him to be willing to pull out some real treasured stuff that he owns that he doesn't usually share with everybody. So it's appreciated. Tyler coming on with and going through what he does with the 3D Forge, Ben, your boy with the statues. I hate to be like that. I forget his name.
John? Was it Jonathan?
John. Ben coming on twice. Chris coming on. Dust coming on. And any guests that I did forget. I think that's all of them.
Jeremy almost coming on.
Tyler.
Jeremy almost coming on.
I was here. You guys canceled the show.
It's been appreciated. The chat squad, those of you, those 3 or 4 of you that watch us every night live, we appreciate you guys. Joe Dormammu, the neighbor, Brink.
That's the only reason
and Wes,
because I brought you to the chat squad.
Nick. Okay, yeah, maybe we're at 5 guys. Watch. I appreciate you guys. Shout out to the chat squad. And everybody who comes on afterwards for the hangouts and all of that, and everybody who's been on the live hangouts. Thank you all. We wouldn't have made it here without you guys.
Indeed.
I mean, we would have, but it wouldn't have been as fun.
You gotta ruin his heartfelt thing.
Like a fart in the wind.
That's it, man. Everybody sniffs it. Nobody loves it. Gort, hit the button.
Say there will be a hangout tonight.
Oh, I hit the wrong button.
Oh, you hit the right one.
Lower.
Say it with me now.
Round